He needs to be finding high impact, especially on this defense, getting aggressive, getting in the face of his opponents, and basically finding those openers for the squad.
Well, that's exactly it. A lot of pressure on his shoulders, but we can't say that he won't deliver. Here in the second round, it should be a nice, easy one for KRÜ to close out. Plenty of pistols waiting for them on the other side of that wall, but Mizzino's not going to over-aggress in this sort of scenario. I don't think we'll be too surprised to see Loud taking it nice and slow, looking for some opportunities with the Headhunter on the other side of the map or catching any further aggression that KRÜ might attempt. But yeah, on a round like this, you really have to be careful on that defensive side
really invested that
about
much.
which fights you decide to take.
For dish,
Yeah, that's the thing. I
chamber
think
lurk.
already being able to section off most of Arcade with the wall that was down. You've also got the trap ready for in case anybody tries to bypass that angle. There's not really a place at the moment that isn't currently being watched by the side
They're
of
just
KRÜ,
grabbing
which
orbs,
is gonna be
maybe?
a difficult thing to do throughout the entirety
Orb
of this
shot?
defense. It's a map where that doesn't really work. Like, you have to get aggressive somewhere. You have to take some map control and then
Saucy
try and fight
invested
the
for a
rest.
frenzy.
For now, though, it
Out of
looks like
all
Loud are just looking for that. Like, where have they
things
taken
they
map
bought.
control? Can we overwhelm someone?
Clado's got a sheriff.
The KRÜ have started to move towards the A side here, suspecting another drop-down play, but
And I don't think he's gonna
instead,
afford-
it's the B side that's under pressure. Unusual with all the ranged angles. A couple of fights that go their way.
I was gonna say, I don't think he can
able to
afford
take down Mizzino, some damage
full
done.
armor
They've
next
got
round.
the site, but well, they still need to deal with Heaven if they're going to get that plant down, and Nags doesn't seem to be giving them all too much here. That's very clean.
Just Sadak trying to be a little bit cheeky around the smoke, but no, it's going to be 2-0. Only one player lost. I think also Nags had absolutely nothing, so it didn't really matter anyway. They've managed to retrieve the weaponry. Not going for anything other than these SMGs,
Oh my
though.
God,
It's
what is
gonna
that
make things
pasta?
relatively difficult, and they've actually used that to just make sure that Nags is going to have a rifle. Obviously, for him, if he can get 2 kills here, or even just get an orb, get a kill, he's in a spot where he has the tour de force for the next round, and then it doesn't matter if he dies.
I mean, even then, you got to consider with it being a map of fracture, it's literally get a kill and die, and next round you'll be able to get one of those orbs if you commit to it early.
Title's already
Yeah,
changed.
there's so many places they can take it, so this is a very powerful
Technical
spot
pause
where
already.
again and again and again, and prove themselves every time. Now it's the time again, and finally we're back into the game with Loud on that buy round that we were
What's your
talking
prediction
about.
for this matchup?
Seeing these rifles in play.
I have Loud
Nags
winning.
has still got a rifle of his own, and his
2-0 or
goal here
2-1?
just to farm up those ult orbs, get closer
I think
to that tour
2-1.
de force.
They gave it to Kesnet. That's the
I
thing.
think
They really
think
want
2-0 Loud?
Yeah, they want the
Yeah,
showstopper.
I think Loud-
That's
Loud is
the
just
thing.
way
They're
better.
only 2 away from
We'll
him
see.
getting that online, and it almost seems like at the moment they're just playing.
Yeah, I feel like they have like really high
Like,
expectations
it's
coming in
absolutely
because they've been
Yeah,
owning.
I think so. Keep
I'm
the
pretty
guns,
sure.
Really grouped up together and allow Nags to take those opening fights as much as physically possible. He's in a great spot to have his ulti for next round. Now we're seeing the showstopper farm up, as you said.
Loud is the
Look at
second
this
best team
push
in the
out to
world
the side
easily.
with, quite a bit of control, slow behind the wall as well, so no opportunity for KRÜ to even get close, and the plant is secured nice and open as well.
Is that a Loud fan or is that a logical fan?
In come the defenders. KRÜ are steaming in through main, using their utility to push them back, and here's a triple swing. That was not expected by Loud. Less though, still able to hold strong. Narrows it down to just Mizzino. In main at least. That fight's never coming through. There we go, and he's TP'd right out.
The thing is well, I think Nags was trying to see if he could get someone to peek him jumping up on the wall. Now he hasn't got those orbs, so there has to be a moment in his brain.
chamber on land is also so broken.
He's still got some credits behind
Why?
him.
Because like fucking the dig.
You never die. You never die in the middle of your TP.
Oh, that never happens?
Nope.
I don't think they'll have
Damn,
time to do
that's
anything
actually
to
true.
the defuse, but they're just
I
trying
would
to
see
bait
like
that
one of
last player
the
in,
lands of
see if
Chicago,
they
but
can
it's not
kill
like
off the whole
an
squad,
actual
but
land. It's like
all in all,
everyone's on 5
bonus
ping
round.
land.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
never
good.
died in the
Yeah, I
middle
don't
of my
think Mizzino
TP,
was
so I can
quite
only
gonna make it
imagine
out of
like
there
on the
either way.
line
So
client.
he's just throwing in
That happens so much, actually.
I love the idea for Nags to stick
It
around.
never
Like you said,
happens
he's
on
in
land.
spawn, and maybe he can fall
If it
back.
does,
but-
it's like-
and from his perspective,
It's like very
isolates
rare, right?
that.
It's
I think
like-
probably is
Yeah.
the right play to fall back, but he
That's a
has
good
player
point,
range as
actually.
well. As soon as that Spectre is there, he's like, okay, I can peek even if he gets me. Teammate's gonna trade. You're catching kills, you're catching orbs, and doing damage on the full buy. This is a perfect.
Also,
round
holding
for
angles is
KRÜ.
so much
Now they
easier
walk
on
up
land,
into
right?
this
You
one,
can like actually hold people that swing
possibility
into
for a
you.
showstopper,
Like the
and they've got all
peeker's
the
advantage
weapons.
is like
While
non-existent, I
Loud
guess.
are struggling. And Les
Yeah,
is coming in
it's
here
nice, man.
with just his
It's
headhunter.
definitely nice.
Different game.
Yeah.
I can
let
let me get Discord bubbles.
Just
Chat.
yeah.
We'll see. Either way, Sadak actually
Oh,
taking the
God.
charge, and
Well,
sorry, Mitch.
no,
would you like
yeah.
to retract your previous
I
statement?
very much would. My
Okay.
apologies, Les.
That's fine.
He has got the headhunter.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Yeah,
I will,
correct.
on behalf of Loud, I will accept your apology. And well, this round is going swimmingly.
Fuck, I
Already
gotta go into
finding
my
a double
email.
opener. As said, Sadek leading that charge. And
Yeah, I'm gonna set up Discord bubbles. I just need a second chat.
There's a come there, and he's running around with the headhunter still. This is a preference. He's full bot.
Are they even going to clear this? I don't know if they will. Just in the corner, actually, Nags has managed to find one. Now, the thing is for him, saving the rifle could be given over to a teammate, and then he's actually only one away from the tour de force. So this will probably save them actually having a buy-in to that next round, and you can already see Sassy just like, well, just in case we need it, I've got my lineup of the Aftershock ready to deny any defusal.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you're going to be relatively happy with that. Hearing that Rolling Thunder go out last second. I mean, it's a big ult taken out. Now, I think I see the idea in that you have a good cycle of ultimates coming up and online, but that's such a valuable ultimate to throw out into the ether.
Where the fuck was the site?
See, Kesnet dying there actually kind of puts this into jeopardy a little bit. And I don't know if it's something that they'll then have to work around to try and get an orb. Like, as said, Nags is only one away from actually being able to get himself the tour de force, so that's something at least that can...
My Discord, dude. No one's messaging you guys. Don't worry, dude.
Don't actually have the rifle. Well, it actually means someone's given him a rifle, which I will say I agree with the decision, but sure, it's not something they really would have had to deal with otherwise.
He has also got that showstopper. If anything, it's a little bit dicey to start with. Early fight denied.
Legit.
Loud have gotten the control of those. They look to move towards this B site. They've got a trap covering south side of A, but north is open. Looks like KRÜ are going to be pushing through spawn, though, making these safer rotates. And the problem here, Delzic's completely isolated now. These
guy's
smoked off his
fucked.
teammates not too well by the looks of things. Delzic able to find the one kill, a
gap
second,
in the
and
smoke.
still
That's the only reason why
nothing
they,
to be done up against him.
But you have to have a gap on one side,
No
right?
controlled or slowed down.
Not that big.
I mean, this is
The
that one
gap
was
is
bigger
usually
than
when you
usual.
go up the stairs. It's like the elevation. But that gap was so massive, that guy did not have to peek stairs like they had him. So.
I heard Sub Rosa say in ranks that you should leave the gap on the side you're not coming from. So if you're coming up lane, then leave the gap on like kind of the main side, like the right side. And if you're coming out main, then you leave the gap on the lane side.
He's already found the two,
just so
and
you
now has
can,
support of
you know,
Kesnet to cover
avoid
the
at least
cross, but
getting.
they
You can
haven't
at least
seen
get into
anyone
the
for
site
so
easier.
long. You might almost start to think maybe these guys went back. Maybe
Yeah, that's a smart way to do
the
it.
Control. This is when Delzic starts to move back out. He's heard the spike, but now caught by less. Oh, they've got an angle, and the spike planter has been killed. It's not on the floor, but Pancata's behind them, and they have no idea. A triple for Pancata, and
that was a really good mid round from Loud because they had stalled them long enough to get all of them there.
From either side, I think that Loud had the right idea with the execution, but then just there was one angle they didn't check.
Wait, stall them long enough for the flank to come in, right?
Yeah, KRÜ stalled long enough to get everyone like there, and then look, that guy gets a 2-piece. They lost a 3v5. So they had a really good mid round afterwards.
I don't know. Well,
literally won a 3v5.
Like
what?
But Loud win the round, and they seem pretty happy.
They do seem relatively happy, and I think when you look
I love
at the
this Loud
economy
team
of
because
their
they're so
opponents,
fucking
you understand
animated.
why. That round win probably gives them a fourth. And
Land
from
vibes are big,
neck
dude.
and neck to now having double what your opponents got. It's pretty good change. Boom bot through. That's going to secure them at least the info to grab the orb. They had support
was that
there
you?
as well.
Yeah.
And after seeing that there's a player
that threw me off,
outside
bro.
I was trying to set up these bubbles. All right, we're good now.
Here, they're ready to pop the nade on the back of it. This
I was
is an
remixing.
opportunity to catch the nade kill on the stun.
All right, we got
Wait,
bubbles.
DJ on the side or what?
I mean, listen, dude, you never know how long this gaming thing will
The
last.
side of last, staying aggressive.
Hell yeah, bro. I'll be seeing you in the New York
waiting
clubs.
for aggression, and it's come
Well, DJ
not in the spot they were expecting.
DJ T-Dog.
A lot of information on the other side.
I like it.
Trying to get aggressive, but all of this is buying time ready and almost just trying to force them back into the angle, which is exactly what it would do. Nags now has them boxed. The thing is, though, the rest of the players starting to make their way out of dish, and just the weaponry that's currently there on the
It is also the first match, so I feel like this isn't as clean cut. You know, maybe it won't be as clean cut as people think.
And that ult's got nothing.
I think the first map will be a little sloppy, and then we'll see people come into form in a second.
Quick res, bringing Sassy right back into the fight, but Nags is quick to close out the round. That Tour de Force doing big work on the B main push, and they have equalized things yet again. I mean, that was one that we came into thinking it would be relatively clean for Loud, and they got shut down.
Yeah, 9-1 for Nags as well. Like, it's someone that we're going to highlight going into the game because I think that within
What are the
his
best
region,
things you
he was
can
on, like,
you think you can like take away individually?
215
Like, let's say I'm trying to
ACS,
improve
which
my
for a
individual
chamber is not
game.
a lot, but
You
so
feel
far in
like
this match, he's been
like for me,
fantastic.
would I just follow the
Might
chamber
just
on
be
the
the
map
sort
and
of
try to
team
see what kind of plays
atmosphere,
he's
having
making?
everybody around, or just land Nags as a slightly different beast, but
Or is that? It's kind of hard, right? When this is a lot more stuff going on. Obviously, the easy thing is like taking crosshairs, but.
I think like the biggest thing is like how teams utilize their chamber and like what their chamber does when the pack is finding numbers. I think that's like the biggest thing.
Oh, seeing how he like adjusts.
Yeah, because usually the way this map is, it's a lot of like 4-1s or like 3-2s where you're sending like a pack to just go and hard take map control. When you have the 1 or the 2 lurking, usually it's chamber. So chamber really is never with the pack. At least in this map. As hard lurk.
Or they could also do something where I know Baby J likes to do this. Like if he's been lurking hard the whole game, he goes with the pack and someone else lurks. Stuff like that.
Yeah, you could do that, or you give the lurk a buddy. Because most of the time, like what people would do in the hard take map control and you find numbers, the weak side will just group up as the duo and 2v1 the chamber.
Yeah, that's true. Like a double lurk, right?
Win the 2v2. Yeah.
So it's like you can lurk all the way up, but you have to run through a smoke.
Or you just send the 3 where the lurk is.
Alone, you don't have a flash.
I mean? Just keep him guessing on wherever he is.
Which, well, clearly they're keeping an eye on him.
It's like scary, man.
So far, it seems like
he just be in a corner and he's just gone.
Pretty good read of what Loud are attempting.
Yeah, chamber is definitely busted. Maybe even arguably lower the distance of the TP, like the radius, like from how far you can place them from each other.
I think they might give the trip a range like Killjoy. Maybe. Those are all like good.
The nerf they did is so strange, right? Because taking away a trip, like fuck, man. Like the guy's a sentinel, he took away his trip.
That's what I'm saying. When they did that, I felt a little weird about it because I felt like Chamber's only issue was the weapons, like the Deagle and the Op. Like I wouldn't even mind the Op having like 5 shots if the Op shot like a regular operator. I already think it's strong enough.
Oh, I see what you mean. Just make it a regular Op.
Right.
It's a buffed fucking Op.
Yeah. Like you can keep the slow, but at least allow like some ability to like trade off of a shot or get space, you know what I mean?
So I don't know how he'll feel about
yeah.
That's what makes it so strong.
They want to make it distinct though, I guess. Like that's how they do it. But the slow would already make it different.
Oh, yeah. But they just invest a showstopper. Just like, all right, this guy has been causing us issues. Let's just get rid of him. Let's get into the after plant. And while Nags is
feeling it today.
He's done damage.
The Rolling Thunder's caught a couple of
these guys, they always have a good read, by the way. Like every time that the bomb gets down, KRÜ is there to retake together.
Yeah, like the guy was already set up on the flank.
It might not be enough. Klaus still has to clutch this, and Static is threading the needle all the way around.
These rounds are
it's
close.
4-4.
These rounds are really close. KRÜ's getting the read early. They're able to retake together. Loud is just like trading better. Literally, they're just every single time. They're doing so well. Again, the Sage is helping them too. The Sage wall. They're not able to flood sight.
Yeah, Sage wall is so good on this map.
They almost just go for that straight up. All right, we have struggled to kill Delzik. We've struggled to clear him from that position. Let's just bazooka him out of that spot so that we can get.
I was gonna say, chat. I remember last time we watched Nagza on Fracture. I don't know the match, but I remember he was struggling hard. So this is like, you know, the complete opposite. And I remember we were memeing him a little bit, but he's fucking lighting it up today. It was I don't know who it was. It might have actually been versus fucking Loud. I don't know.
Aggression from Kesnet. I mean, he spotted that there were a few players here. That was a shot.
Was it versus Sentinels? Oh no, it was versus Sentinels.
So a little bit of damage done.
Yeah, I think you guys were right.
Was it Kesnet that went back to Overwatch?
Happy to pump the brakes and see if
did one of the guys from Q do really well last Masters and he went back to Overwatch?
From KRÜ.
Wasn't that Kesnet?
Well, depending on where they go.
Or was that someone else?
Could be a relatively easy take. I mean, B is, I don't want to say.
I mean, maybe chat would. Yeah, Pat. Okay. I thought it was Kesnet, but
they should have the site. Dealing with him is
Chat's got me.
This guy is popping.
They're like fucking Google over here.
With an op, I think they're about to lose at least one.
It depends. It depends where the stun's going to go. It makes things a little bit more awkward, but he's able to reposition. Nice shot from
They won't expect the second, though.
The entry into the site. I don't know if they're going to expect Vecino, but Aspas.
You would think that spot is fucking like a dream come true, but sometimes they run up looking weird, and it's hard to hit them.
And down goes the spike, securing this. The nade through doesn't catch the planter even for damage, and the response is instantaneous. KRÜ are moving to the other side of the map, Tom. They want nothing to do with this retake. And you can't really blame them. Their economy is in the bin. Their ultimate's not really online. You're not going to be chucking an orbital strike into this one to Hail Mary.
Surprised there's no Neon. Good point.
That's a conceded round.
I feel like
very quick. As I said,
Neon is
the round kind of like
become kind of meta, right? Maybe it's drifting out again. Who knows?
The problem so far in the game is they haven't been able to deal with this guy.
I would imagine Optic are gonna run Neon. Holy shit, this drink is so cold.
To what Mazzino's been doing. So a lot of these rounds, because they've been lurking upstairs, he waits until they go for an execution elsewhere. He walls it off.
Asuno, you want to join us?
They run at him.
Me and Exile in here. If you want to watch with us.
Straight away, because why would he? He's not from Sadak to
go,
okay,
I think that
made them believe we're going to do this often enough. Let's use the pace.
I think that Raze obviously has benefits as well.
That extra brimmy utility to get them into the site quickly, and it worked wonders.
That's true. Both teams are running Raze instead of Neon.
The benefit of the conditioning there paying off. Now we come 5-4, and we'll see if Loud can actually manage to streak together that third round again, find the lead convincingly.
Suno's watching with his Discord kitten.
We've had Nags with some incredible lurks so far.
Exclusive watch
really
party.
Good flanks. This time around, the other chamber looks to catch them off guard. Les sitting in the spawn with an op, and he almost got the collide out of that. Kesnet barely surviving the nade. It's a little more than a headache.
Trades back and forth, Rez is back and forth as well, but it still comes out with an advantage in favor of Loud, and more importantly, they've already managed to completely take over the A side. Now, we've seen KRÜ quite happy to just save in a lot of scenarios, and with no ultimates online, 4v5 trying to make their way back into the A site, I think they're going to need a quick kill, or they might just opt for the same again.
Look at that trap up in Dish. They've still got a decent bit of control. Might be one less angle for them to clear on the way through. They're delayed by that orbital strike. And now, posted up on the angle was the operator. Not finding the kill.
They're just spamming ults. That's what Loud. They've been saving for a rainy day. Rolling Thunder goes through as well, and they've just delayed enough time. A chance for them
to
actually
like ass.
Some economy. Now, Kesnet's actually sticking around. The thing is, the weaponry is far more important for them, but I guess anybody exiting through this angle is going to be in real trouble, and Kesnet, well, I don't think anybody else is going to be pushing at this stage.
Some of you wouldn't mind.
With both Rez's committed, it's rare you see a round like that with all of those ultimates on the line and you still end up in like a 5v3.
You probably didn't see it, but there's a clip of Stacks in an interview, and basically he heard that BCJ was talking shit. Well, I don't want to spoil it. You should watch it, and you can hear Stacks' response to it.
I think I did. That's the clip that got went viral, right? You like called them like KFC or some shit.
Yeah, it's a BCJ chicken. He thought it was chicken.
This is the round where we make sure our money's good until the end of the half. We'll keep everybody alive.
I love the banter.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's safe. And I don't necessarily
better improvements and changes. And I feel like they have them prepared, but they don't like to show it right away. Like they like to roll it out slowly. I guess it is a long event, so it makes sense.
I mean, quiet for him. Like he normally is just absolutely popping off. Going into that attack, that is quite a bit of a worry.
Tour de Force activated immediately. Nags moving up towards Dish, and op on the other side of Les. This is going to be the chamber.
Chad, these two teams must scrim each other frequently, right?
Tour de Force maybe getting the advantage, swinging in.
Oh my god!
They're so close to each other. An X.
Does the guy know he's on the right? He looks like he knows, right?
Make the first mistake.
Why else would he be?
Who's going to get a little bit eager?
Yeah.
Oh, he found out it's Les. He wanted to go meet his teammates. They'll have to wait for the next round. 4v4 retake.
On TB.
Orbital strike actually used, but it's not going to really find much value. Slowing them down very slightly, maybe allowing for the rotation to come in a bit quicker, but instead
that Brimble didn't really do anything.
The wall has been used by Sadak, but then he just goes pushing in towards the spawn and actually finds a kill instead.
He pushed into the smoke, stood inside it, and when it faded, they were not ready for him to be there. They thought that this would be a nice little passive round out aloud after they got their spike plant, but no, they were looking to still bring the hurt. A stun perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Well, that is an execution. There we go for Aspis. 7 on the board, and that pause
on this map
ain't quite worked out for KRÜ this time around.
I think the map is very T-sided.
It just seems like his
very T-sided
is at the exact moment where they're like,
yeah, it's got to be, right? I feel like holding either side is fucking impossible. Look, at B, you got to sit in heaven and pray to God that by the time their util is done, you're unstunned or whatever.
Sort of what we were speaking about at the beginning of the game.
And then on A, you got fucking Dish, Sands, main, and what spots do you really have, you know? I feel like at CT you got to take map control, otherwise it just makes it so much harder. If you're not taking control of something and you let them execute, probably impossible, right?
I'm the battle sage, I'm
gonna
get the kills.
You have to do a lot of A lot of early map control to delay and bait out the util, so their executes are weak.
Yeah. So like right now, like these guys are. Oh,
like that's gonna disrupt their plans. Really, that's
nice try though.
You start this round.
He was 1 second later, maybe.
Towards B. These guys are not looking to go to dish. They're looking to remove that early info to guarantee that that trap gets broken. And
I would have liked to see someone take contact.
They had a plan,
so they knew they were
which was after they hit the trap.
Like someone on top of the box.
I come in with the showstopper.
Someone just spotting it or even jiggling it.
Well, that should.
He's waiting to kill him so his team can rotate. You see this?
He's waiting for his team.
Genius.
First so that they can get better timing. This is
genius.
So you will not see this
Genius.
in 99.9% of games, but he just wants better spacing as the team moves
I love it.
Because otherwise he would have had a kill with no
that guy's sad.
No, this wall is just so annoying.
Then it comes down to the heroics.
He was the last man left on this site, but he has worked wonders.
He got nade for plant.
He's actually put their team back into the advantage. That spray was great and nade through as well. Could be huge damage.
It's okay.
It stopped the plant at least for a moment. It's put a spanner in the works for Loud. 5 still possible.
Fucking sage walls everywhere.
Aspis has ult though. This is winnable.
Seems undeniable. What a shot out of Aspis. He's out for
Wait, how far?
2 kills, a nade right back on through. And I don't think he's finished swinging just yet, especially not with Sassy and
Wait, Aspis has hole on your screen?
Close on a Spectre. It's not the best weapon
the
for
UI
this fight.
confused me, my fault.
Oh, you're good.
No idea.
I was like, wait, how many kills did he get? What the fuck? I was like, he's like fucking 3 off, and then he got 2 kills, and I was like, wait, I'm fucking behind.
I'm slow, man. I'm slow right now.
No, you're good.
He did an incredible job making sure that that site was actually delayed. But
the stream title is updated, guys. If it's not updated for you, like that means that.
Very much is. Yeah, I think.
I mean, if you want it to update, just refresh.
But a good recovery by Loud.
But it is updated.
And I'll pose this to the analyst desk. Are KRÜ going to recover coming into half number 2?
If you care about the title being updated on your end.
Well, a fantastic recovery from...
Like ACS for Duelist should be different for ACS on, you know, Initiator. But I don't know if that would be too crazy or if it'd be too confusing.
It might be too confusing, just the algorithm was. I think the only stat that I really care about when I look at these teams is cast. That's I think the only thing that really like matters.
Cast?
Yeah, it's kill assist, survive, trade. So it's like there's like a percentage, an algorithm, whether you getting the kill, trading, or like surviving, and obviously like
I see what you mean. So
teams that are always like tight knit, always have the same like cast together, like 70 to 80% cast across all 5 players. Like they're always swinging with each other, always taking fights. There's always trades.
So a high cast will show. It's a better way to show your impact. You know, in surviving the round, killing or trading, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think a player with a high cast percentage is a good player in my eyes.
Yeah, I think it's a better way to look at it than ACS.
They fell all around him, and well, finally he goes the same.
Was that a 1v2 at the end? I think that was, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know how they win that.
Ooh, the cam. Oh, fuck, sorry.
My brain for that round was just going, okay, well, they've.
God damn it. Some things never change, huh?
They've sectioned them off, they've slowed them down, the full rotations come in, and KRÜ win the round. I'm like, and KRÜ win the round. Like, it just didn't make sense. But that is Kesnet, just finding those extra few kills that they needed.
Fucking ghost. No one's buying shares or what, dude?
Under their belt as well.
Shares falling out of meta?
Well, maybe this can be the start of something for
Definitely
him.
Not, right?
I said, what, a 5 and 8
Nah, I just think some players just like the 15 bullets.
I could understand. The other kills
also, the thing is when you're playing on a team, you know, like you said the other day, with teams having like set strats around certain pistols, if you're going to have a sheriff, hopefully there's like a role of you being effective by buying a sheriff.
Yeah,
up against pistols,
100%.
already a bit of damage taken. It's out healed at least. But you're starting to see Loud move over towards this B site, right? They've heard a lot of noise, and they're thinking, okay, maybe we start to put some more manpower on this side of the map, try to use our pistols.
There should be a team, kind of like Mythic, but basically like Mythic. They stream all their practice, they stream all their shit. That way we can get the entire inside scoop.
Hey, what is this guy only?
If he really wants to use it, but it's more this positioning. Setting up a firing squad.
There's your headhunter.
Also, gonna trade things back.
So they got 4 Spectres. Nagza's the only guy that's just really saving, I guess. Maybe for an op down the road. Or maybe just because he can, because he has the headhunter.
I honestly think that people, at least on these,
should we go unique mode?
Pistol and you go to convert.
The fuck's happening?
Your entries should be the one with the Spectres, and your trade fraggers should be the ones with like the ghost or like the. Because if your entry dies, you could just pick up the Spectre and it keeps the eco up.
Oh, there we go.
Opposed to you having the pistol go in, bait himself. and then Spectre trading.
Yeah,
because the Spectre can just probably get the kill, right?
Yeah.
Kesnet Mazino, 1 kill is at least something, but again, will Nags be able to retrieve the gunny well? So it's exactly the same as the last half. You basically keep every single weapon.
Okay, we have unique mode on. Guys, what's wrong with you guys? What's going into you? You guys are never like this.
And actually try and do some
Oh,
damage.
you got excited?
Got a rifle on this guy, and he's got the same amount of money as the next team, so he's not like full buying.
So
and he'll be able to buy with his team, right?
Yeah, they're able to buy next round, and they're probably going to have him entry with the Vandal.
You can still try it, why not? But really, it's Nags with the rifle.
I like this,
here and now.
actually.
I'm looking at the value. We want to see those kills come.
Also, I feel like some teams, they don't invest enough in that second round, too. That's kind of a mistake, where you only have, like, sometimes 2 Spectres or 3. I think we also spoke about this a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, when the game is 1st to 13, you don't have the luxury of taking a risk like that.
Yeah. Especially with fucking how thrifties go. Oh my god. They've got 2 guns on this. Ooh. That was very. I think that was too fast by Les. That might have been a mistake. Oh, it's okay though.
I was gonna say 3v3, but they just got another smoke kill.
Yeah, well, I'm almost ready for another.
Look how annoying this wall is, though, right? You break one part of it, like you're still forced to go through that little hole. I feel like that shit is actually so helpful.
3 players surviving. It could have been a little bit cleaner, but all things considered, I think.
Because breaking the entire wall is going to take so much time, so you're going to break max 2 cubes.
It could be a lot worse. It could have. Like, the amount of kills they just got
and if someone sits in that close,
unique mode, that's how you treat us.
So you have to like swing a little wider to hard clear that corner.
Yeah, the close gen. Yeah, you guys have a name for that? I'm guessing teams just name it a player, probably, right?
I just call it like just gen, close left or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I feel like I'm sure
it's not a specific name.
Yeah, I feel like for spots like that, it would be the perfect thing to like name it a player, like name it Exalt. Like that way, you say Exalt, you know where he is right away. Like that, because that's a common spot, arguably. Like for post plans, or like there's a lot of situations where someone is there. Because when I say Exalt and you know right away it's that corner, it's like so much easier, right? The response of me getting it out to you, you knowing what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 1000%.
Overcommit to these angles would be death, but look, there it is, the nade hitting this time. The stun, nade, and 50 HP left, but he's going to be able to
fuck it, we're naming it Exalt.
So, it's only the armor strip for all their troubles.
Imagine?
We're naming it Exalt.
That slowdown, they just assumed that nobody would go anywhere near it, and Kesnet already managed to push all the way through. A little bit luckier with the timing, and he has the opening.
Too many syllables, man.
Oh, Exalt's easy. Exalt.
Deep control on A. Like, you can see already for the side of Loud, they have so much information. Les already pushed up all the way deep into A main. Dish control is theirs as well, so they can have a pretty good guess that this is going to be a B-side take.
Yeah, like Sabrosa on Ascent chat is another good example. Call it Rosa, and you know exactly what. Like that kind of stuff is so common in CS. Obviously, in this game, there aren't as many spots, but in CS, you have like fucking 80 corners. No joke, you know? So, like, there's a lot of angles.
Based on that angle, it looked like it was going to deal some serious damage. Delzik left to 18.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how's he alive?
18 HP, that guy just neoed all those bullets.
They got a blast? They have blast? No, they don't.
They've got nothing, and
it's actually tough.
You think they clear this guy on the wall? Oh,
no way, but he's peeking. Oh, it broke.
I don't know if they expected
Mazino, he got out.
Anyway, and they will eventually
oh no!
A second to his name, but they've still got plenty more players to deal with. One of them, Kesnet.
Oh fuck, that turned around fast. Okay.
KRÜ, they will hold on in this round, and wow, bring it back to within 2.
A very good recovery.
Yeah.
Towards the end there,
there's a lot of spots in CS. Is it cool? Is it true they call train E-Box Tarik? Oh, I'd say that as a troll, and then people didn't realize it was a troll. But it's not really a thing, no. The only spot I really have is that Inferno box, which I think like there's a decent amount of teams and players that use it. There's no, I don't think anyone is calling E-Box Tarik. And if you are, you're fucking crazy. I said it as a joke because I was like, dude, what if I take E-Box? Because it's like such a fucking, you know, significant position. It's like me taking hookah on bind and calling it Tarik. It's not really the same, but it's similar to that.
Going through and then pop in the nade, and we saw the damage that went through onto Sadik, and well, a failed nade the round before that I think would have gotten the kill had it been on point.
Look at where the defenders are right now.
The thing is, like,
take a lot of risks, but
when you take the spot like that, then people are going to be making comms like, he's in Tarik, he's out Tarik,
so just seeing if
he's pushing Tarik.
But it gives them a lot of
they're coming fast Tarik, they're coming fast Tarik. You know, it's going to be weird, so I don't want that shit anyway.
Catch 1 or 2 here in terms of just damage, but well, Delzik already onto the site. Mazzino going to be able to heal up, and although they took that map control, doing anything with it is not going to be easy.
I think that was a good call by
This is kind of nice too, with the Sage Wall at 3 smokes.
Kesnet was already through, but they almost lost Delzik to
Absolutely.
it. They needed that pacing though. They couldn't allow Loud to reset up, slow them down that little bit more. Now time's on their side.
They're using all their resources on Sands because obviously I guess they have the site secured with the wall. Also, this is eco, so they're not really worried about it. But
all the main control, great positions, and with time being as it is,
I just think anytime that it's fine for A main like this, and you're playing against a Brim Breach, you almost have to retake through A main, or send like some sort of numbers, whether if it's eco or if it's not. It's really hard to win a 1v1 against a Brim Breach in A main, and you're on site. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it's smart of KRÜ. Like they proactively went back to fight Sands because they knew that's probably what they would try to do. Like they want to take main.
Yep.
This, however, is
that's pretty much like the protocol. They have the wall down. You don't really need to be there. It's fine for A main. Might as well just go A.
Maybe keep one guy's site, just like
with his rolling
lingering a little bit.
There is a lot of weaponry and ultimates that are coming up now for Loud. If this is something
I'd like to see attack from Loud here, but I think they're gonna let one more gun round go. I'm surprised they haven't taken attack yet. They have no answer for what KRÜ's doing.
4-1 this half, right?
Yeah, they have no answer.
Hello!
Woo!
He's just
There it
him in
is.
the spawn! Spike is now there!
Wait, the spike, yeah. Why is the spike alone there? What was he even doing? Was he throwing a slow?
They've got to be scratching their heads. The rolling
idea.
thunder in spawn. Now they're smoking them off in
Oh.
trying to, but an orbital strike.
I think honestly that spike is too hard to hold. They should have just given it up like off the rip, taking something else while they're focused on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only reason that didn't work well for them is because they started dish. If they were closer,
They did.
that breach that would have been GG.
All right, if they were back in time, they were way further than they expected. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And here the flanks outside that's being attempted by Loud, not going to go through. There's a trap that's watching it, so they'll struggle to get any surprise on that side.
Ooh.
Sassy, and he can back out.
Sassy!
Allows them to actually take the site, set up for the 3v3.
Ooh, where's that? Is it through the smoke?
That with Nags going
I
down.
know it's through the smoke.
That's a big scalp to take. Still a nade.
I wish it would show a different animation on the kill feed for smoke kills.
They've got to take down a number.
You know what I mean? Like for headshots, they have the fucking, you know, it's a headshot or wallbang.
Oh yeah, like Counter-Strike, where they have the UI to show if he's
so you got a smoke kill, it's a different animation.
That's an important kill as well. Getting rid of Kesnet, it's left on onto
Damn,
Delzik.
I thought Loud actually threw this, but
a shaky
back.
One, especially for what was committed for Loud, but they get themselves the round. They're even going to use the res for economy. I don't mind it. You're coming straight back off a couple of
flash kill too.
You want to make sure that you're going forward with actually a little bit left in your
different
back.
icon, yeah, not
this
animation,
was
different
100%,
icon.
I would almost say necessary in this moment. Look at their money. It's still going to be a little bit of pull out your calculators and get to work on that one.
The thing is that they could easily cover all of the fields, like no scopes, you know, maybe even, I don't know about quick scope, but scope kills, no flash, smoke kills, or flash kills, smoke kills, but
so they basically just smash.
I wonder if they don't do it because they want to keep it simple, or I don't know, like because they could easily do that, right? I wonder. Or is it just takes time? Maybe it just takes time to do it.
Oh my god!
We've had a raise on raise battle on Kesnet once again.
It's not needed.
It's so fast.
Now again,
are you saying it's not needed, Pepega? As in, you're saying it's not needed, or are you Pepegaing the people that are saying it's not needed? What the fuck? They're walled on both sides.
Oh my god.
Well, look, he wasn't going to catch anyone anyways. That's the upside of this situation, but he doesn't know that.
People would say they're copying CS. Well, they already have copied CS. Might as well take it all.
Going to be able to trade and try to fall away.
Immediately.
I mean, they have to a certain extent, but
big kill and even more swinging with him. Although the trades are coming.
When I first saw Valorant and I saw the spike, the thing where you could half it, the mechanic of halving it and getting off, that's when I was like, damn, these guys are fucking geniuses. That's like so clever.
Just about hold on.
Yeah, a couple of ults committed for themselves there, but this is the thing. I feel like there's been a few positions throughout this second half that have been almost diffed. I feel like Kesnet has just That's it. Like
shooting equals CS.
5 kills first half, now had 13 in the second. He's almost top fragging in the he's joined top fragging in the entire game. But just finding some of those early battles so impactful for the side. But then also just less hasn't been there. He hasn't been able to find the impact that we expected of him. As said, within Brazil, he was unbelievable so far.
That break them?
Nags has been by far
right?
better Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, and it's not based on that last round. Obviously, we're saying that we can't
Chamber op.
Like
the thing is that the Chamber op is out.
They've been dominant there as well.
Yeah, but Rocket
coming into this one, KRÜ are
so if Chamber gets like the opener,
oh yeah,
with some of the pieces
he can invest the Raise Rocket.
But I feel like getting an opener as Chamber in this is not that. Well, he's dead now, but it's really not that easy, right? The other team's aware of it. They're gonna flush out every corner properly, but I mean, I guess you never know.
There's everything coming their way.
I feel like he's taken a leaf out.
I just mean when you're the only Chamber, when you're the only rifle on the team, they only have to worry about you.
He is just battling and brawling.
Yeah.
Kesnit tag low. Aspas only with a pistol to play with, and they're locked within main right now. Obviously, knowing
I think the initial scary part is finding the Chamber when you don't know where he is.
Right.
You have to be safe and dump util and clear the corners, and then once they usually
and you know what? When we started
they'll
this
just
round
go to the
out,
opposite side.
but now they've got
But the Chamber is aware of it too. He's not gonna peek an angle. He's gonna wait for the util. He's gonna wait for it, and then he's gonna peek later on. So it is tricky. Because he can dodge it. That's why I feel like Fade's cabbage is fucking busted, dude. Like.
So KRÜ walk
it follows you.
It follows you the whole way. So you have to react to it. Like with Breach stun, you just dodge it. Breach flash, you just turn it.
The plan coming through, and this is where the pressure starts to get applied. Sadik caught up top. Good kill for Kesnit at least. Medelzik down.
I think the cabbage is fucking actually. I don't know.
To be their man on the inside.
Kind of crazy. Like how fast it moves and how long it blinds you for.
Yeah, it's really strong, dude.
Yeah, the thing is though, the main problem for KRÜ.
It's also got 100 health, so. You can't really just. It's not like it's fucking. You can't just take it down so easily, especially if you're an opper.
May not be noted on the other side though. They're trying to make noise. It's only going to be the one. Kesnit's still just hiding around the back though. They haven't actually spotted him. They don't know.
No, why did he nade so early though? Right?
Just hiding while his teammate takes the fight and already
little
gets
too
the nade
early.
down onto the
Actually,
he's just
wait, lost.
They're lucky.
There's going to be enough time for anything to be done here.
I feel like KRÜ threw that. I feel like Kesnit kind of threw her now.
Get over the line, but he baited enough time.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong actually. You might have had the time down. I don't have my sound though. I also think him throwing the nade early isn't that bad because what if he peeks to throw his nade later on and dies, right? That's the plus side of throwing it right away. You buy that time guaranteed.
Well, that's clearly a
he was low.
So I think it was actually not that bad. Like he's guaranteed getting the time instead of peeking the nade and potentially dying.
I wasn't too opposed to it. I'm a little bit opposed to Pen Kata peeking though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said too, Asuna. Did it perfectly, Imo. You're opposed to him peeking so soon?
Time was low, so I don't know, man. It's like super hindsight, but I would have liked to see him maybe like
jiggle on the peak before.
Maybe just wait for the teammate. I don't know, man. That's like a tough.
Those first bloods as well. I'm certain. I don't even think I need to look up the stat.
Who hasn't been playing amazing? Oh, their form is not as good right now. Maybe that's why. Okay, that makes sense. If it's based on their form, I don't know about their form.
Battles. It looks like Les might have one on his hands. Up close.
Oh wow, that off angle sucks by Les though. I feel. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you don't face an op, maybe you get the kill.
It came very close. Might have taken some hairs off Sadik's head, and he's not too happy about it.
Huge
damage done.
Yes, we're not catching them, but oh no, no ammo. Oh, I still got it.
Reloading below.
Dude, we haven't seen any kills.
We didn't see any of his three.
Phenomenal. But now he's got it.
The thing is, he's playing Sage, bro. He's the last person they're switching to.
Maybe
imagine that's how the observers are like, guys on Sage, bro. Guys on Sage, dude. Give me a break. That's actually fucked up. I doubt it, but.
You've got 45
seconds. Like Sadek.
Why is it in unique mode? Because of chat.
Big kills that's converted into rumblings. Like,
yeah.
All the kills that that are the major ones that give them the advantage. He's always winning them. I feel like. He's always getting that trade or that opening pick.
The thing is, though, it's still a worry.
Yeah, I agree on the impact. It was like 2 rounds ago, he got a spam kill through the smoke in the post plan or something. Set them up for it.
And that's been the main story, I feel like, of their defense so far. Even on their attack, he was normally the first man in. It seems like maybe there's some jitters here from Loud, but Sadik is dragging them through some of these rounds.
Yeah, I almost was going to say in the previous round about Mizzino and how important
they kind of touch up on all agents, right? As I feel like Sage has Like, I feel like Sage's abilities from when she first got released. Actually, no, they changed the wall at some point. Never mind. The wall used to be broken as fuck.
They changed her wall and her slows. Her slows used to be insanely strong.
Gave them the opportunity.
Like, they used to slow you way more.
Yeah, you would be. It's like slower than a shift walk.
And now
and you would make noise. So it's like
someone I definitely want to avoid.
At this point, you pretty much have a like a slow to get that just gave you info.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't move it.
Oh my god, look at these walls.
He's just gone over the top. He was the only player with a rifle. He just tried to wall up on a wall.
So they actually saved for the OT, which I think makes sense for sure.
It's been shakier in this second half, but they are ultimately just one round away from taking
Sage
their map choice.
They nerfed their heals too?
They have Brimble with Kesnet.
What did their heals used to be?
Oh, they have their own Sage res too.
I'll tell you what, that is a brave.
So what's the best way to utilize Sage res? Like, the thing is, they have an ultimate to take the site. Like, do they have someone go for a pick somewhere? Or do they play for the post plant?
But unfortunately, there was more than one player there to worry about, so
thank you for getting the POV.
Yeah.
I really want to know what's going through his head.
If they play the same that they've been playing on the retake, they'll be able to get a res pretty easily anyway.
Let me turn it back so hold on.
And this one, no surprise,
all of the deaths have been
KRÜ.
like
They
in
need
like
to get 2 rounds now to bring us to an overtime,
like,
or the map choice of Loud.
they just have to win the trades. They'll get the res off.
To make a stand. Now, the one thing already, this has been an impressive game out of KRÜ.
Yeah.
Yes, they managed to take that pistol round second half, which gives them the lifeline to push to this point.
We'll
the reality
see,
is, for these guys, the next map is their choice. So it's somewhat of an okay fallback, but when you're this close, you don't want to drop it at this point.
Is that guy using an MX518?
The problem is
on the left?
I have
Past
no
him.
idea, man.
We saw that last the first guy, or the second guy. Is
that a
518?
I think they played it versus NIP, and it was like 13-8.
What mouse are you on?
They're also
I use the final mouse.
Brazil.
Starlight.
I think it was
So which one?
Split.
The Starlight?
Starlight. Oh yeah, that one's pretty popular, right?
And won both.
I remember you had the double click thing going on though.
Yeah, I still have it, but it's like, I don't know, man. I think maybe I'm just like, I think I do it to myself more often. Feel like, I don't know.
With the scroll wheel?
Yeah.
What's the, do you know the weight of it or no? It's like probably 60 to 70?
No, bro, this shit's light as hell. Hold on, let me
Oh, it's less than that?
Yeah, hold on. I'll find out for you right now.
Someone said 45, 47.
A good performance so
Yeah,
far,
47 is mine. 47 grams.
And what's the G Pro Super Light? Someone in chat probably knows. Just in comparison, because I've played on that.
Slow play. Again, the spike is alone, but this time it's not on the Sage.
Yeah.
The Super Light is 60?
Aspis decides to come swinging around.
And yours is 45?
Luckily, he's not towards that side.
Bro, the Super Light feels like a little toy in my hands.
Yeah, it's 63 grams and mine is 47. I feel like a feather, bro.
Dude! That's actually crazy. What the fuck?
See quite passive positions for everybody other than Les. There's still a lot of
That's too, I don't know. You like that? You like it so light?
Love it. I love it. I feel like every time that I've gone lighter, I've always liked it. And then when I go heavier, I hate it.
Fuck. I like heavier mice though. Fuck.
It's all a preference, right? It's all a matter of preference. I think for me, I'm so okay with having like a super light mouse.
Yeah, I think it is preference for sure as well. That's interesting though. I can't believe it's... Ooh, does it? I can't believe it's lighter than the Pro Super Light, because when I hold that thing, it pisses me off how fucking light it is. And it's done.
There's Sad Hat getting the 2 big double. The fuck, dude, this guy's insane.
It's not gonna happen. Sadak has just had a worldie of a performance, 13 to 10.
This is a good map though.
Pizza from the Haunt, so there was not really.
Sorry, I had to turn them off for the music to work.
Even gonna close it out in the end, 1-0. So yeah, I think that's every single pistol so far going in the direction of KRÜ, and especially on their map choice, getting off to a strong start.
All right, the predictions are starting late, so I'm gonna do 2 minutes. Oh, I already got it.
I think that's
Thank
gonna
you.
work for them.
I appreciate.
I think the calls are normally pretty decent. I think they set up very well around someone like Kesnet. Like having him as the tip of the spear is so much easier than. He's on one of the 3 sites. It's like it just doesn't work quite.
I lower the game. I'd rather have the game lower and Discord higher.
I don't know. I'm questioning how Loud are going to do here, just because of the shaky starts of players like Les.
Well, I'll say in that round there, Klaus just everything lined up for him, right? He didn't get flashed up. I don't know if it was by design that he was still in the smoke, but The timing was terrible for Tarik and Pop.
These mirror comps are resident sleeper. Was it mirror comp last game too? No, it was, right?
Still some potential here. And then remember, look, if they manage to take 2 or 3 kills, that's huge. And with the damage done, 40
double
on the Xeno,
map,
38 on
double mirror comp.
It's a serious opportunity. Just one
both maps had mirror comp.
To connect in there on the Headhunter Sheriff.
Yeah, I think Brazil and Latin America, they scrim each other a lot. So
they read that it could be.
I'm not surprised if these guys are mirror comping. I think once you get to the
which sites you're actually going to stack up, and unfortunately they got it wrong. So
like Latin America to EU or NA, you'll start seeing different comps. Everyone's like running like different shit when you go from like NA to EU. I don't even think there's any. I don't know if I'm right about that, but I don't know if there's any NA teams that are running this particular comp. But I could be wrong. They might have it in their back pocket.
To try and
but I haven't seen it.
The opportunity to
this specific comp?
Yeah, and I don't think EU does too. But there are teams that have like pocket comps and shit that are very.
What would be the NA go-to for Haven?
I
feel like the optic neon comp, man.
They have optic breach or neon breach.
Yeah, I think optic has shown how strong neon is with proper utility usage, and it just became like after the last event, it just like took over NA. Like pretty much, a lot of people are running it.
They usually have Marved on Astra for Haven.
It's something a little bit extra. It's
I'm not
for less as well, which is
maybe I have to check.
But this is where
Neon Breach, KO, Sky, Chamber. Wait, what is this guy saying? There's no smokes on that team. This guy just put out a random comp in the chat.
They run Neon, Chamber, Sky, KO, Astra.
Okay.
That's their 5.
Some guy in the chat posted a 5 comp fucking thing, and there's no smokes. Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
And that's the thing, they have done incredibly well in the first map as well to just make less feel awkward. Like, whether it's just Sage walling him off, putting smokes on his head, charging him down, like, this is a very young player, one of the youngest players in the entire tournament.
I really wish I had 2 volume mixers for game and caster, but that's in the future.
Very different when you get onto LAN and in the server, and it has been a little bit more shaky than normal. So, if they can continue to do this, they can definitely make it tough. Aspas still willing to take these early fights aggressively, but these flashes have just been irritating.
Where's that? Just a B link or A link? Yeah.
I mean, the problem is
they've got
these players out of position, but now you don't have those flashes to work with on the way through, right? And that could be a problem if you didn't have the paranoia, which has been on point for Delzik so far, and he's lined up to potentially do it again. Oh, no, he's not. Now he's walking around through long. Looks like he's going to be.
How's Mazzino on a classic? Didn't buy anything?
That's massive. There's no damage dealing utility, so instead it's just to slow them down.
He has 2600, so he didn't buy this round.
Tarik falls. The off
Wait, I think the UI's bugged. I just saw him pull out a Spectre. Yeah, look, you got a fucking Vandal.
Yeah, I think the problem with this is just because of the delay of the likes of Sassy.
Maybe he didn't buy. I think he just straight up didn't buy.
Well, he has the same amount of money as the rest of his team, though. He doesn't have much more.
Yeah, I think
unless he drops someone.
Map control we've just taken, or do we try?
It doesn't make sense though, because if he has the same money and he didn't buy,
and the crossfire from Loud was just nasty. Like, you were never getting in there.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Looking at it back, you can see there was practically nothing that they could have done to make that one work even better. And the smoke that was down
maybe no, I think what happened was his team saved Spectres and he just bought armor with his classic maybe. Maybe actually no, that doesn't make sense either.
Aggression out of Loud here towards A. There's a smoke down, and just around the edge of the smoke, Les is trying to catch an angle and take somebody down. Prowlers.
There goes your Sentinel. Trip.
Full control over A. And I mean, KRÜ are none the wiser.
Yeah, the thing is, what KRÜ have done instead, they've broken the trap in B, and it forces rotations. Like, you now have to keep an eye on that position. There's no more chamber utility to give up that spot, so it's almost just a
I feel like breaking the trip, like on a default, if you can, is like
maybe a little bit more than they should have.
Really powerful, especially because they only have that chamber trip, so like they have to be worried about more stuff. You can split them up better.
Yeah, that should be the goal of every default. At least my
knowing that if they're going to hit A, they're going to be
get like certain reads, and then you could just like pop places. But you should definitely
in that incredibly aggressive position.
Default to break his trip because it just stresses them out a lot.
Yeah,
they're in a pretty safe position. But now as the B hit comes in, they've got players either side of B site ready to push back in, ready to use util.
They slowed them all down with the C's on their way into the site, so they couldn't actually get out, and that's given time for Tarik to reclaim that control.
The guy died
We've seen him as the battle stage, now looking to be the battle breach. Nice shot from Kesnet though. Brings it back into a 4v4. Now he needs to try and reclaim some of this control. Instead, they use the Rolling Thunder, and the man at the back of the site is so incredibly low, but Tarik still manages to find another.
They've got to get back in here pretty soon, and that position's been retaken. Kesnet now on the back of the site, and there's plenty more there to deal with as well. Swinging out with a surprise factor. 3 rounds will be found for KRÜ. I mean, this is a strong start for sure.
Does anyone know how to save an image on Discord as a specific file type? You have to open original on the link or the image. How the fuck am I? I think you have to open the image as original and then right-click save as, right?
I feel like KRÜ have done well so far to just adapt on the fly. Like it
like
didn't happen in their bonus round because you have to try and be a little bit more direct. But after being slowed down and almost just bullied to go back from that B site, just the aggression of Kesnet, but then also allowing them back into the site and then using the.
Are they gonna ever add pick and ban for agent select? Probably, but there's not enough agents right now.
That's something that Klaus has actually done very
Maybe when they have like 20 or 30.
How
many agents do they have right now? They probably have almost 20. Maybe when they have 30.
But also put up very heavy numbers. I feel like Klaus almost just sits at like, I'm gonna do what I can to set up my superstars.
Yeah, so maybe when they have 30.
Great job.
He absolutely has. Yeah, that Rolling Thunder pivotal to the previous round. This time around, you're seeing Loud getting pressured on A, trap outside of C to cover that flank, but obviously mid pushes are wide open for them. That's a gamble they'll take, and here's the fight. Winning it out. 4 players looking at that angle. Aspis has a ton of information fed to his teammates, but there's not that much that they can really do about this from their positions. It looks like they might have to just concede the site.
Oh, they're waiting to ult. Good.
Yeah, the Nightfall.
They got breach ult as well, huh? This is gonna be dirty.
That's the thing. If you're
this is gonna be dirty. And they're all lined up. Oh my god, look at that. It's perfect, man. It's a dream come true.
Look at the rotation from
and the blast. Oh my god, we don't see the kills, but it's happening.
And this is all falling apart for KRÜ.
Holy fuck.
Incredible.
He's got util dumped.
Again, they make the decision to play the retake. They've got the utility builds to work with to get back in.
It's like we're watching League of Legends in first person.
And with 15 seconds left, spike down on long and 4 players here. I think we're pretty confident Mazzino will want to save this weapon, although that opportunity isn't going to be easy to find. They're already pushed down long and looking to pincer him, and Les knows full well that this player should still be in towards short. He's coming towards to clear it. I think this is the end for Mazzino. There you go.
Alternate picks so we don't see any mirror comms.
4 players surviving, and altogether a strong one. But look, that's not a repeatable round. That's not something you're going to look at coming through, you know, for a little while at least.
Sassy used to be a league pro?
Yeah,
really?
Again, it's another round that we sort of saw previously from Sassy where he's very good at
KRÜ's 5 core have played together longer than any other team in the tournament. 432 days? Damn. That's pretty fucking impressive, I'm not going to lie.
Look at, we just had it pop up there, KRÜ being obviously the longest standing roster.
They're the top dog in their region, so maybe that's
oh yeah, that's true. They own everyone in their region, right?
Being the longest team together, it's close to era-defining. All they need is those trophies.
Well, actually,
no, they're in bad form right now.
They came out of their region second. I think the team that came out of their region first was Leviathan. I don't really watch a lot of American region that much.
That's actually a rifle on the ground, and considering the purchase they currently have,
Leviathan I think ended up smoking
KRÜ. We can't do anything about it.
But he wants to stick around. That smoke,
Leviathan.
It's around for a few more seconds, but those players are going to be long gone by the time he fades.
Apparently Leviathan's insane.
I think he just saw them fading back. Damage was done, and that's a double. Spike down. Great position for Aspis.
Wow. Wow.
Showstopper. The nade down. He's just running around.
So well done.
Absolute field day. Leaving Nags to do this alone. A 1v2, a rifle retrieved, but the spike is yet to be, and he's being spotted on his way back through.
Turn it up a little bit. I'm trying to get the volume correct.
Oh, it's going to leave him looking in the other direction, unless we'll be able to close that one out. Still not a massive amount invested on the side.
What's your time at?
And you basically bait out a showstopper.
25 right now.
Okay, that was good.
A few guns as well, so it's not a bad round for them. I think the fact that they had a 2-man advantage, though, again, it's going to be one of those scenarios where they're like, oh, could have taken that round, but instead they almost just got pushed towards Aspis.
I kind of like Les's crosshair.
I mean, this has just got to mash your mental.
Very thin.
You make make the rotation, a little bit cautious on the A play.
Yeah, it's nice.
The straight mid push. We talked about it.
This is like, I feel like this crosshair right here, this yellow one is like the standard one, right? I don't know, kind of. Yeah, the plus sign is like the trend. I feel like it's fashion trends actually. Like every few months there's like a new crosshair.
Next rounds because Loud have shown that they're willing to push, and well, they are doing.
It's like the fucking dot was in style, then it's like that. 1422 was in style for a bit.
A lot of players committed towards this side of the map, Tom, and KRÜ are almost just avoiding it perfectly by focusing on mid and garage.
Oh, they even have a smoke ready. I was a little bit worried that was going to be just a free kill on the other side. Push coming through. Delsic has spotted it.
I can't wait to watch Optic. I know it's off topic, but
instead they're actually going to use the shot.
Oh, dude, I'm sad because I have practice.
Oh fuck.
Like it's actually sickening behavior.
It's Sunday, right? Yeah. You got what day do you guys take off?
Saturday.
Yeah. I think that's the every team.
Yeah, because they're going to go
we have
for the
some Mickey Mouse tournaments for the next 3 weeks, so we're taking 1 day a week off.
That's hype though.
Never mind, Pancard is dead.
Yeah. It's not like confirmed that I'm playing on the main roster yet. So
oh, you're still like you guys are doing like a 6-man team?
No. They're still trialing me as IGL.
Oh, I see. Like, so you're gonna see.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'm sure you'll play at least one tournament to get a chance.
I'm playing the next 3.
Oh, you're playing the next 3, confirmed.
Yeah, I already played with them once before. I'm gonna be playing the next 3, unless I like completely fucking botch, which I highly doubt it. But
right.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
highly doubt it.
I think it's still hype though, playing in the Mickey Mouse tournaments. They don't get as much exposure, but just the idea of competing and being able to win something.
Oh, dude, it feels good, man. It feels good to just be back, you know? It feels good to actually just fucking be able to play, and the fact that I'm calling is like insane. I never thought I could do it, you know? You don't have to IGL, you don't gotta do nothing, man. You just play Jet and you show up to practice, you get told what to do, and you smoke people in scrims, man. It ain't like CS, dude, where everyone's gotta know nade sets and all this bullshit. It's simple. It's simple shit. It's okay. You can talk to Shroud after he's done, and then I'll be seeing you next year, man. Welcome to Nights, sir.
I think Shroud will actually do well. And I don't know how they'll do as a team, but I feel like as a player, I feel like he'll do a good job. But yeah, no, I mean, the thought of it is tempting, but it is you know, there's a lot more to it. It's not just fucking. Also in Valorant, it's kind of whack, dude. You play one fucking tournament every 3 months. That shit's so tilting.
It seems like instead,
that's really not enticing at all.
Yeah, I think the franchising is gonna make it a bit more consistent. I think it'll be more in line with how League is running with their splits, where you have like a match every week. Sort of be like match every week, and then you get like a championship for the split, and it's like multiple splits into like the major event. I think it's how it's ran. I'm not entirely too certain, but
yeah, they play every weekends in their domestic matches. On
land.
On land, yes. Yeah, if they get it like that, I think it'll be interesting for sure. I do like that environment. I think it's cool. There's probably cons to it as well. Sure, League pros have their opinions about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think all the League players that are in the Tier 1 franchise, at the very least, they have to be in California. They have to be located.
Yep, you have to play out of the studio every weekend.
The position of Delsic. He's just a little rat in the corner, just waiting.
And that's what we always wanted in CS as well.
Fifth round on the
at least there's a decent amount of players that would have liked to see it. It's been attempted, but never really been done. But the thought of it, because for CS pros, you're traveling every other weekend or every 2 weeks. In League pros, you're fucking traveling once every 3 months, but you're playing on LAN every weekend. So I don't know. I'm not sure what the downsides of it are exactly, but I feel like it's definitely more ideal in terms of having some sort of lifestyle.
I think it's the same thing, but the only consistency is you have like more of like a work life type of thing, as opposed to like traveling in Europe for months at a time. At least these guys have their 5 days a week like crack with like
it's like
they're able to have like a routine, you know, when you're like moving and flying and everything. It's like by the time you get your routine in order, I feel like you're on the flight again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it felt like, at least.
No, I think so. I think you nailed it.
Oh, they're close already. He's got him. Nice. I don't know how he got away with that. That should have been an instant punish, and 3 kills come out of it instead. He's
Ecos, man. One each, dude. One each.
He is currently solo fighting mid with an operator against an eco round. This is, again, the same as the last round. That's not a play you should be making, guys. But for some reason, it
someone in chat said,
you
should focus on getting your rank up before looking for a team, Immortal 2. I think you should try to get on a team as soon as possible. I don't know if there's teams of Immortals, but that experience will help you the sooner you start to build on it.
Shouldn't have given them that chance, but the reality is he was looking for a YouTube clip. You know,
I'm sure there's tier 2 Immortal teams, right? Or tier, I guess that would be tier 3 or 4.
Time's very low. Good kill by Pancata, though.
The bomb's not planted for them, actually. Oh, doesn't matter. Is there Immortal teams out there? Like teams that consist of Immortal players, or does that not really exist?
I mean, I would think so.
As said, like the fact that he
how would you even find a team like that?
I almost reckon that if you listen into like what
honestly, I have no idea. I got really lucky in the beginning, and I kind of like got in luckily, and I had like the connections like early. But I honestly,
there's not like a recruitment center.
All I know is there's discords with LFT posts. Like there's like a Team Liquid Discord where they have their Wikipedia page or whatever. Like there's people that look for teams on there.
Probably Discords then, right? Yeah, there's probably like some sort of small recruitment centers where you can find people. Because someone in chat was saying looking for a team as Immortal 2, should I keep grinding or look for a team? And I feel like getting on a team as soon as possible is pretty ideal, but I don't know if there's teams. I mean, you should be able to find something, surely. I'm sure there's a group of people.
100%, dude. Definitely.
Yeah, it's only gone one way so far in this matchup.
Oh.
Nags has been fantastic in both maps. Sadak trying to go for a peek, but they have managed to clear garage control, and this has been something that's happened a few times now. Instead, they're going to use Nightfall. This gives the information, and they actually stun up as well, but Pancata's been able to get out of there. It will give them the C site, but using 2 ultimates...
Yeah, if you're looking for a team, I'm sure there's Discords out there, or just make a team with your friends. That's what I would do. If you have a group of friends, like Immortals or whatever, just do it for fun. Maybe start scrimming, play an open tournament, see what happens.
Pretty much a guaranteed kill. And I think they hoped he was towards the back.
It's honestly really fun, dude.
Loud.
You find the group of people to play with.
Aspas one away from Showstopper. Could be a turning point.
Yeah, the problem is as well, they've got to be wary of someone already being on that spike. Still, though, battle's actually going in their favor. It seemed like there was a good opportunity for Loud, but they are just being dwindled away. Even though the HP is incredibly low, they need to start connecting some shots.
ADS.
Left
yeah, ADS. Yeah, the ADS went a little high there.
Even get it to half, so it's not going to be happening. A wipe down again, Loud in a position where things look solid, but KRÜ stays strong.
I remember Nags that couldn't hit an off shot. He's insane today. I was talking about that earlier. Yeah, that's true. You can use my Discord. I have a channel, but it's not for teams, though. It's more for finding a group to play with. What is our channel called? In my Discord, we have a... let me see here.
Sticking together for so long. You imagine in those moments, there's so much
looking for group where you can post like your rank and region. Find people to play with.
You know how your teammates play. You know what you do in those moments, and you've got that communication streamlined. Good opening by Les. He goes out for more with a bulldog. You got to give the man props for it, but it ain't gonna yield any sort of.
Is the audio okay, by the way? I feel like the game audio is still low.
Expecting anybody to be pushing through long. This should be a free kill.
Mazzino. Mazzino don't give a fuck.
God damn.
He's running it down.
We're not going to really look at too much
Phantom gamers.
Stats, but
dude, watching makes you want to play so bad.
Mazzino, I think, even caught Sadak with the C's.
I was talking about ranks.
That was impossible.
Oh yeah.
Looking like a really dangerous round.
I want to change my. I want to raise my sense as well.
You can definitely see the theory.
What you at right now?
I'm at 4-7. I want to go higher.
4-7 at what DPI?
800.
Which is strange.
What?
Having a bridge there, but. All right, Mazzino, good night. And
what's your sense?
400 at 5-3.
400 5-3?
Yeah.
That's. Oh wow.
He's managed to find a fourth.
Was that verse 3?
Out of absolutely nowhere.
I honestly did.
Can we go back? Can we
just say yes.
Not even paying attention.
Just say yes. just say yeah, I think so. If you don't know, just say yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you know, they played together for all of this.
We gotta make a code word.
Synergy there.
I tuned in at the end here as well. Let me see this. It was verse 3. It was verse 3. What? Wait, did he see him running through?
I think he just spammed.
It was solid.
It was weird. He like spammed it as he was running through. I wonder if he saw him.
To be able to just basically isolate a 1v1 duel.
You said 5'3" at 400. That's like 2'7" at
did not.
800. That's kind of slow.
Wasn't the best. I think though Mizzino incredibly
slower, I would say.
That close to the smoke.
Wait, that's Ye's sense, isn't it? Isn't Ye on 2'7"? I think so.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think Ye's 2'7" at 800. I think it's the same thing or similar.
Yeah, Ye copied by sense.
Out of that
Confirmed.
attacking side, Kesnet gone right off the rip. Pancada's following up.
Someone said, "I think so, Kappa."
Winning now firmly in Loud Sales, and they've got a 5v4 to play with. Look at the ultis too, Tom. Aspis with a showstopper.
Yeah, this was looking like a half that was going to be incredibly dominant, and Loud are now getting to a position where they could just...
Play on 2-1 800, should I go higher? It's all preference, man.
Haven't really won any pistols.
It's literally all preference.
Just taking these individual fights, feeling confident. Stun is solid, doesn't have any support, but the flashback will give him another.
Back to back.
3 kills already.
I would have liked to see KRÜ a bit tighter on these situations, just because, like, Loud is really good on T side, and it feels like some of these rounds, it just feels like they're like, yeah, we got 7.
Once this teammate comes
and they
around
just like play a little looser.
Letting off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, well, they're playing more loose and more sloppy. Like they're not playing. I mean, it's good to play loose, but together, you know. Like I just like peek garage with no possible trade frag. Like I mean, bring your buddy with you, you know? Like, swing it together.
Omen can ult and TP, but he's not doing it. He's making a distraction for this guy to push.
He's trying to pull rotations away with only seconds left, but you can see on the other side.
It worked, but the chamber stops going.
They're not falling for this. Already setting up with all that utility. Nax knows
oh,
him, though.
fuck. Left! Left!
To try and deny him, but he's dead. He's got to be dead.
Oh.
The TP not going to be enough, and now it's
Nice
left
try.
all onto one.
You didn't hear me, I guess.
Nothing. Solid from the side of Loud.
That's KRÜ. So KRÜ won.
Yo, he just ulted him off the bomb and snagged that shit. What is
Did
it?
KRÜ win both pistols on the previous map? Or was
he's still giving it to his teammate. I
can't remember.
They won pistol on this first half. They won pistol.
I think they've won every pistol so far.
They did win the pistol the second half as well. I don't know about the first half.
I gotta say though, the point I was making about
saying yes, they won all pistols.
Yeah, KRÜ won
from these guys that they come in and
both
say,
pistols last half, and they've won the first pistol this time. I wonder if they win this next one, 4-for-4.
Maybe they got some crazy pistol shots, huh?
Previous map we saw
Probably.
Sage, the slows, the walls.
Maybe just Loud is just trash on pistol.
It was key to their game plan for controlling a part of the map. And around here it was the same thing. It's been an impressive game out of Loud. Let's see what they've got in the second half.
Loud always lose pistols, even in Brazil, where they dominate.
They got 4 ghosts.
Thank you very much, Mitch.
Coming into their 4th attempt.
Fucking thing is so wet.
Grab one. I think Loud have got a good shot now that we're on their map pick. Attack side, Tom. You expecting them to put up the numbers?
This is KRÜ's map pick.
I need a, what do they call it? A sleeve, right? I need a fucking sleeve for my drink. Motherfucker's cold as hell.
Maybe this pistol round might go like the others, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Loud come into every map with a plan. We've seen them dominate.
Cock sleeve? What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Brazil, so
I didn't say that.
I think they're going to look
it said sleeve.
The same here already, though. Some deep control from Nag. So obviously there's a trap.
Kuzi,
so
yeah, that's what it's called, right? Kuzi.
Allow him to push much further forward, but the rest of his team, however, have other ideas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Straight down through mid. You can see Mizzino rotating in through the spawn right now.
Gucci.
Beat them to the A site, contain them in there,
let me stop myself here.
Go through and execute them.
Oh my god, he almost jinxed his shit.
Almost. And the info's only just now making it to them. Too little, too late.
See, like right there, because he has a ghost, I feel like no one reacted quick enough. If you have a sheriff right there, I feel like everyone turns around.
With a phenomenal amount of consistency.
You agree or disagree?
In these pistols, it is alarming.
I feel like the ghost is still pretty loud, given that it's silenced. I feel like the silenced weapons in this game are really like silenced. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just the direction though.
Then you have yourself.
Like right here, these guys don't know it was flanked. Even if like if it's a sheriff, I feel like they turn. It's so loud, and like you can kind of tell where it's coming from.
They can't be seen, so they must be making.
Or you think it was really not a factor? I don't know. I just feel like if there's a sheriff that shoots there, like everyone will turn immediately.
3-man push mid, but it's because of all the
I think so.
They found out along the way. That was fantastic from KRÜ.
With these pistols going to KRÜ, Loud are playing the game.
Using the code word, man.
It is not easy to close out a 2-0.
Oh fuck! I was looking over to Chow. I was like, what did I miss?
They're going to try their damnedest for it. This time around, though, they're conceding a 9th, at least most likely. KRÜ coming in with the significant advantage in weaponry. Nags on a classic, but of course he's got that headhunter in back pocket, and as we've seen, that can be more than enough. He's holding a long with a trap to go back, and the rest of his team in through short.
That seems like a very heavy retake A setup.
Good night.
This thing goes down. Now, bear in mind, Klaus also is currently playing with a pistol. So there's actually a...
Dude, who's on buy here, bro? Both teams have got fucking pistols.
A little overconfident going into this round.
Yeah, I don't agree with Nag going 8 deep shots here and Klaus with a ghost, but he just picked up his buddy's Spectre, so it's not horrible, but
Pump the brakes
yeah.
for now. Definitely being cautious on the way back through.
Let's see the retake protocol.
Up first.
Seize default, blind graffiti, reveal corner. Holy fuck, how many layers is there to this motherfucker? Got stuns coming in still?
Coming in huge at the start, 2 quick kills.
Oh, that was like a 8-step.
Is going to be left alone, and he's not going to find the shot.
That felt like an 8-step procedure.
With 12 HP left.
Oh my god.
A couple of seconds.
That's a great eco from Loud, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's definitely the best second round we've seen from Loud.
But that guy Graffiti got hit with everything. Prowler, he got Omen Blind, he got Breach stunned.
Probably got Fade revealed too.
Yeah, I think he got hit with it as well.
And on the other side of things,
that is so much util, actually.
If you're KRÜ, do you just go all in and try and break them? Or do you go
double initiator is fucking kind of crazy.
Weird mix by bag, which they currently have looking to purchase, but it seems like it might just be the same as before, where they go. Okay,
like I feel like it's also equally as good on defense almost, because for your retakes you have so much to work with.
Some extra credits, and then the next round we'll just purchase properly.
We've seen it go to Nags pretty much every time, but Kesnet this time around just 3 away from Showstopper, build up those orbs, and of course he has been on a tear. On his way down through short. Is over on Aspis' side, cleared up a lot of it. Look at C Long, pushed through.
Damn.
Kesnet has all the information to play with. He might even, he was just about
I
to
risk
get an
reward,
angle.
man.
He's you can get a smoke on that or no?
Again, they can just stack
probably.
Can you hear the Omen smoke if you're close by?
Yeah, but it's like super quiet.
Right.
Super quiet.
Very hard.
But he's on site, so you can't do it for him.
And Loud don't even realize. They have no idea that they're walking straight into a stack. It's going to be whether or not they can actually section off any of these players. Now that flank starts to come through, but they do an excellent
the flank's
job.
not even close by.
Barely any damage even taken.
I think he was containing though. He decided to contain, I think. I wasn't watching, but all of them were there. I mean, that was their best chance, honestly. All 4 were there, but I don't think they could get into the site. They were a bit late.
Someone comes back through long, right? But most likely, it's the containment. It's keeping those players there.
Was that 0 damage, really? No way. If that was, that's kind of fucking crazy.
Doesn't matter anymore.
What a nice Omen smoke. First one, the little one way. Since everyone loves to like push that smoke or even like swing it, you kind of just give him an ultimatum. Swing into a one-way, get destroyed.
Yeah, I think it's really good as well. The Omen one-ways are so annoying.
Their ultimates being online. The only one that is available though is actually on the KRÜ.
I still don't know how to do them properly.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Shot not gonna land there for Nags, but he's not deterred. Going right back out.
Because you can't do them on every. You can't do them in every doorway, right, or every entrance.
Yeah, some doorway it doesn't stick to the wall. It'll just like fall to the ground in the wall. Like you have to get into a server and kind of like throw a bunch of smokes to see which ones stick and which ones don't.
Like that was a TP. He died. Saw that?
That was like a millisecond, man. It's like so close.
He dropped eventually, but the damage may be done. Pankata's gonna do it, and Klaus saves the day again.
So many trades.
Yeah, like you've just got to sit there if you're
the fucking
on
brawl.
the outside of things and just go. What do I do? A guy jumped out of a smoke out a window and headshot me before I could TP. It's not even like Les was slow to react. It was he reacted as quickly as he could. Like, TP. I was like, what do you even do there? And then Sassy's hitting the crossfire of that as well. I will say the face afterwards, a little bit much, but after the first 2 kills, I don't really blame him.
Yeah, no, you really can't. As you said, just get that ball rolling. 10-6, 4 rounds between them. KRÜ with a dominant lead, and this is okay. An opening for Aspis.
Good night.
Down.
I'll see you map 3.
Oh, he's dodged it just about. The boom.
Oh, it got by him.
Oh,
they're not gonna check that.
Completely clear. Kesnet,
I would have liked to see him follow him up, right? Hindsight, but
he's in that corner. I looked at the map the moment he went up, and he had his buddy close long.
Oh, jump for the ace.
4 kills, and he's dropped the spike. Now only less.
Bro, this guy went and broke the alarm bot.
He knows that he's moved here earlier, and with those
my God, that was such a quick move.
7 bullets and full HP. And last right in front of him, there it is! An ace from Kesnet!
That was fucking nice round, dude. That was a fucking nice round.
He's so good.
Kesnet is
it's
taking
even just
over.
The intelligence in every single one of those battles he took.
Oh my
he allows
God.
the first player to go back forward. He uses his showstopper to
That's it, I'm running the Forsaken Vandal.
That's it, I'm taking that crosshair.
They're not going to keep that. They're going to try and
running the crosshair, Forsaken Vandal.
He doesn't crouch at all, you notice this?
We've killed everyone else on A. He'll probably just rotate back around and try and fight.
What do you think about the crouching thing?
He goes
I crouch a lot, but like I had to switch the way that I crouch.
Change the button?
Well,
oh well, like in CS, it's like you can kind of like crab walk and spray. You can't really crab walk in this game.
You kind of can close range, I feel, arguably with the Phantom.
Well,
you know?
close range you can 100%.
Yeah.
I usually just I don't know. I just fucking be bobbing and weaving. You know, sometimes you just gotta bob and weave in between shots.
Like you mean like straight taps?
Yeah, in between like bursts. I feel like it works well, but I don't know, man.
I feel like sometimes you could crouch to fuck up the aim of the other guy, right? You know, you make him have to adjust a bit, and in that time you can kill him. Hypothetically.
Yeah, it's like situational, I think.
Yeah, that's why
this game is more situational. In CS, it's like crouching was good, you know, like no matter what you did, like you holding an angle in your crouch, like you're good to go. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I agree.
Take it all the way to map 3.
I think it's just the peeker's advantage in this game, you know? Be like committing to a crouch and then having to stand up and move. When someone's swinging you, if something bad goes wrong, like something just goes wrong, it's like harder to get away.
They go back out, they hold it with an op, whatever it is.
Do you adjust your crosshair placement when you're holding in a corner based on whether you think the enemy is going to swing running or walk shift PQ?
Triple push down mid.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Depends on the play. Like I feel like when you're playing against teams or like even people in ranked, you kind of have to like learn who you're playing against. Like, has this guy been swinging? Has this guy been jump spotting? Has he been jiggling?
Right.
And you kind of just have to like play it by that. You know what I mean? And if you don't know who's swinging you, I'd probably play it safe and I hold wider because if I'm getting swung. And if I get jiggled, I can just like flip closer to the angle.
Now in the meantime, you're gonna watch.
The better crosshair placement you have, the easier it'll be to aim.
Back towards the A site, the defense goes just as about their opposition looks for the push.
Smart play coming out of KRÜ. Solo C leaving B open. They're ready for this A push. They're ready to buy their way back in there. Ultis to work with, but
oh my God, he's
dead.
So good, but just about makes it out.
This is a good combo
he's
though.
Being pulled back, but finally he'll be able to.
Dude, it's actually like insane though because this when you get hit with that suck, you immediately take 30 points of damage. So it's like the nade doesn't have to do that much.
And you're the Cade though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lose instant HP and you're the Cade.
Instead, though, this is a solid afterpon, or at least looking like one. Quick couple of kills coming through. Messino's found another.
No
I don't know, man. KRÜ is insane on this map. Like, actually really good. It's surprising, actually.
12 on the board for KRÜ.
The strange post plant.
I didn't expect it to be this much of like a stomp. Like, they are really good. Their post plants are down. They know what util they need. They make sure they have it.
And then we come into that
and their retakes are good. Like, really good.
Feels like they retook the site before they even got to use their util. Like properly. They just kind of like swarmed in. Like it was a fast retake.
This is what we were saying after map 1. You know, I expected.
So yeah, I agree. They look kind of fucking unstoppable right now.
I
think there's been some heroics as well that have taken place.
It has definitely won 3 rounds for them.
Yeah, I feel like he's had a lot of impacts. Just even putting the ace aside.
I love the idea early, mixing it up now towards the end of the game, but still. No success from that early nade.
Yeah, it's mainly because Les has been taking that control. He's been jumping past anything that they've tried to place down and just being able to deny that space being taken from KRÜ. So they just tried to kill him at the beginning of the round. It's not a bad counter, it just doesn't quite connect.
That's not the worst bit of utility to throw out for the risk reward on it. Now mid push coming through. Kesnet not happy with his failure earlier on. Now he'll use the bullets, almost taking Sassy down. Klaus there to follow up, but can he escape?
No, the thing is that is that the reason he died?
Well, hold on, Aspices! Oh, just a
That's what he's thinking right now, bro. He's unbinding it as we speak. He's gonna run it down the next round, kill 4.
Do you think does Ye crouch? Ye crouches sometimes, but not often. Not often at all, right?
I see Ye ADS more than anyone.
He does ADS a lot.
Dude, he just ADSs and just taps.
Close range too. Close range.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. He's just a different breed.
just tanking the stun there. Even Loud are able to get the plant through, but here's the retake. KRÜ already finding some kills going their way. Aspis stands on the site with a showstopper.
No way!
That is more than enough to take it across the
line. Aspis. Okay, buddy.
Pretty
we know
fucking
that
clean.
Loud are up to it. KRÜ. Right here, I'm looking at their economy, Tom. There's a few gaps, but with the tour de force to play with, I think they still come in.
That was a nice combo.
Well, yeah, and especially when you look at players like Klaus almost just being willing to sacrifice for this team.
I showed him a few things on Raze, no big deal, chat.
Utility to almost try and set them up. Still fragging, of course, but
Split is not
in too much of a vulnerable position. I think the only thing that could really turn this back for me is
Split is not in the pool, right?
Level of Aspas that I expect.
Is it?
Like in this series,
it is. I think Split is in the pool actually.
Hadn't seen much of him until the last round.
It is, right? It is, yeah.
Did something. He's been diffed, to say the
Yeah,
least.
it is. I think next event, LCQ Split is out, right?
Left blind, but
or is LCQ the last event Split is included in? I forgot which one it was actually.
They've given it up here.
LCQ might be the last event.
Trying to spam through that wall in garage, trying to grab some
Oh, LCQ is gone? LCQ is Pearl? Oh, okay.
I think they fast retake here. They're already here, dude. They're gonna hear bomb tap. Omen Flash is coming in, and they're oh fuck. Here we go.
It's about to go down. They're
all
already.
They've still got the paranoia, and I will say Delzic's paranoia usage has
Wait, they're taking so long. Why though? I guess they're worried about flanks, right? They're so worried about flanks. They have no control of anything. These two guys' garage are going to be so hard to deal with. And they're all going CT. I don't love that, but let's see how it works out. They're not using the fatal?
They lost their time.
Oh, they didn't have fatal. Never mind.
I don't think it matters where they go. They're in a lot of trouble.
Wait, did they have fatal? No, they didn't. Okay.
Now Les is here. Okay, well he went back into garage. That was a bit over aggressive.
It's a weird.
Punish not there.
I think they were just waiting out the smoke. It looked like, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. To me,
they were set up
like
for
if
it.
you're already there and you hear tap, like that's one guy that's.
You're not gonna wait 10 seconds, right? Like you guys are all ready. You just might as well.
If you're already there, that's one guy that's not looking at you. So like you come out and like, what are the odds that you have the 4 people staring at spawn?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that's like what people have to like think. Like you got one guy planning. Max, you probably have 2 people looking at spawn. The third guy's probably watching garage and maybe long. Like you only really have to expect 2 people coming out there, right? So I feel like they hear tap and you just go. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't like what they did either.
When you wait and they got a 3-man crossfire spawn, like, you know what I mean? Like, it gets harder. It's a lot harder, I believe.
Like a little bonus.
I think since they didn't decide to fast retake, which I think they should have at least cleared out garage and cleared out B. Like they were just kind of waiting around. They didn't really. They just waited out and tried to go in late. At that point, it didn't make sense.
Maximize their chances, and this time around, they'll have some opportunities. That push up on A long. We hadn't seen it all too much, and Kesnet's backing off completely. I don't know what he's detected there, but his spidey senses were right. The chance for Nags to get a kill this time, though, it's not going to happen.
Whoa, the timing, what the fuck?
And he peeked the corner and he fell, right?
Yeah, dude, he wasn't even looking at him.
The right ultimates available to get in on the retake, and I feel like Loud are just getting more and more confident.
Yeah, that's a really good, that's a big kill.
Any aggression that's coming through, well, it's going to trap them. Eventually, Les being caught, which I feel like has been a bit of a recurring theme. He does well and then just gets found out, but he's done enough. His teammates are in such a strong afterplant that all that can really be hoped for from KRÜ is damage. Maybe get their ults online.
Now, KRÜ came in with 2 pistols. They've lost 2 players. Walking out with still the 3 rifles wouldn't be the end of the world for them. It would give them quite a boost to their bank, and you're not going to be sitting there thinking, oh, let's break your opponent's economy. It doesn't really matter.
It looks like he's shooting at him, but they're just not connecting.
That spike's going to explode, and by the looks of things, at least they have the choice to tuck in and save all these weapons. They won't decide to risk anything, even Loud losing a few on the way out.
Yeah,
does that hurt?
This crosshair is interesting too,
no,
Saucy.
Not really. I think financially they're going to be absolutely fine. But yeah, it might. I was going to say it might do, but obviously if they lose a round, it's basically done for. So
yeah, it was just if they didn't have an op was the only thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Les had quite a bit of cash.
KRÜ taking the timeout. I think it's getting to that. There's now another C-site retake. We've seen Loud actually play quite aggressively in their retakes, so holding on to deep control.
My god, they're tired of the C. They're stacking C.
Really change up the dynamic.
Oh yeah, they are.
Though,
they're popping A, it looks like.
Already getting a player past that initial point. Information is going to be had by Mazzino, so it's not like it's anything too crazy out of the ordinary, but after having quite an aggressive A-site hold, because of where they've been going in the
They
last
have
couple,
to get Stacy as ult.
It looks like KRÜ might want to try and reclaim this.
Is it Stacy or?
Yeah, I think they need his ult, but they also have Breach ult.
There's no T in there.
So kind of curious to see how KRÜ wants to play this out. They might end up just like...
This is going to be a bit of a pace change for sure from what Loud were expecting.
There's a lot of players.
Yeah, they had almost gambled on it. I don't know if that's a... I do know it's most likely.
Well, he thought about ulting, but he called him not. He called him off. He had pulled it out.
To play with, and KRÜ losing out on
I was talking about Breach, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled it out. He was gonna ult lobby, and he said he definitely called it off.
I think it was good to call it off. I feel like ulting A lobby usually just ends up in them falling back, getting delayed, and you getting nothing out of it.
Well, that's the thing. The patience out from
Loud is
probably going to be enough to win
the
the
is
round.
playing this map
There is
so
going to be a flank
well,
coming,
man.
but it will be too little too late. The
Holy
entirety of the A-side
There's no
will be
trip there
lost.
either.
Okay,
And
sure,
Nazgûl
Rolling
should
Thunder.
turn soon. Or
The
not
only thing
Nazgûl,
will
Les
be
should turn
is if
soon.
they can get this kill for
He
free,
should
'cause
surely
Fran's
turn
not
soon,
watching.
surely.
In fact, Les, he's got to turn
man.
around. No,
He
completely
was so
unaware that they
convinced
could
someone
go
will
for
be
this.
short because
Instead, it comes
he's
back
so
into a
surprised the site is
4v4,
clear. I think that's what
almost for
happens.
free.
Yeah.
All the steps are going to be heard.
Breach
Klaus
ult
now gonna
retake.
put that
Holy
Rolling
shit.
Thunder
Oh, the
towards
counter
side.
fade.
Counter ultimate in, but already Kesner's found
my
another
God,
one.
he's fucking
Showstopper.
seized.
If he shot it off there, would have been a free kill. Instead, he's going to get there.
Got it.
And it's left all onto Sadak,
Wow,
trying to
well done.
save them, but it isn't going to happen.
Well
a
done.
4v5 is where this map slips away from Loud and KRÜ.
Yeah, I agree. That was really good
mid
mid-round.
This has been an
You're upside,
impressive
triple
display
flank.
from KRÜ so far. The first map, they did better than expected, and coming on to Haven, they have shown that they've got what it takes to bring it all the way. These pistol rounds towards this mid area and look for a fight. Aspa's already well ahead.
Yeah, I know. It definitely worked out for Zeta, and
in limbo.
playing for T1, biggest Korean org. So, but they don't have a team, do they? T1 doesn't have a team yet.
Even with that wall down, that's going to delay them, but they take space. KRÜ getting aggressive instead.
Yeah, it's not working. They are getting absolutely slaughtered. It's looking like the
Bro, they broke the wall and got through.
In the other direction.
Loud finally won up this road.
They did.
Manner as well.
On the map that matters the most.
Wasn't, right? 29 HP
They just got
on
Munchkin?
Sassy and
Oh,
Aspas,
okay.
but they got out of there with the victory.
I see.
Nice and clean in the end, I suppose.
But isn't it supposed to be a Korean team?
For KRÜ,
Or is it going to
that
be
pistol
still
round
an
is
international
very
team?
tough when it comes to Icebox to get the space, but they got up, they got on the B side, they got their wall down, but that wall came in almost
Mixed
the
team?
second that
So,
the snake bite hit the floor,
okay, I don't know.
stopping them from
Yeah.
planting.
I guess he's still
going
gonna try out doing mixed.
To come through on the back of it. And I did like their adaptation.
Mixed team in
Trying
NA,
to go
I gotcha.
aggressive, but that B plan, it seemed like Loud were ready for it very
Well,
much so.
the other thing as well is they even had some counter utility being thrown through the screen just to make sure that.
Damn,
like,
bro,
for
I gotta
example, Kesney clearly
fucking go
wanted to
crack,
flash
man.
himself.
Oh, crack time?
Well, he got
Yeah,
hit by Prowl,
it's
nothing
at
to
2
do
p.m.
at
sharp,
this
man. If I ain't in TeamSpeak at 2
Nice.
p.m. sharp, OD gets finding me already. $100 every second I'm late. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it should be, man. You're not 5 minutes early, you're 5 minutes late.
That's what I'm saying.
Right now, you're about to be 1 minute early, so
You know, I might get like a $100 bonus. You know what I mean?
might as
Shit.
well throw something your way. Throw a bone.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck, man, I'm fucking poor out here. Alright, man. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you. Everyone, spam some fucking pogs in the chat, hearts in the chat for Exalt. Joining us. We'll have him back at some point. He says he hates you guys, but he fucking loves you guys.
Alright, y'all. Take it easy.
Alright,
Take some of
take
these
it
weapons out of Loud's hands. They did, I think, make 3 players reinvest into shields, if I remember correctly. But overall, this is a very healthy economy for Loud. KRÜ have to get out of this one, I mean, pretty damn cleanly.
Again, it seems like a lot of the plan is to have that early setup. I think he just hit 4 players, at least.
3 minimum.
There is a lot of information currently on the other side of where they're going to be pushing, which in a round
He
like
stream.
this,
Exalt does stream. His channel is
the
Exalt.
thing is, though,
EXALT.
looking like a fairly likely offer.
He's a player on Knights right now, but it sounds like, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, he's a player on Knights.
So looking back into fighting,
But,
having already used the wall on A though, Tom, that this is going to be.
We got a lot of good
tough.
insight out of him,
Limit their
so
vision that much, and well, they've just tapped the spike now to try and draw them into open combat.
It was a good fucking time.
It's now being diffused, so the panic no longer needs to be in play. And KRÜ can just reset, play towards back yellow, and keep popping those bits of utility through. I don't really see a way in for Loud. It comes down to damage. How many weapons can they take out of KRÜ's hands? You want to see them at least get 1 more out of this one, and there it is already. Anything from this point forward is honestly a bonus.
Leaked? What did I leak?
still a chance for him to do some damage, but ultimately might just try and grab a weapon and get out of there. And you know what? He finds a rifle.
He literally said it on the stream.
He's going to get away with that one. It's going to be close, but no.
He said he's playing with them for these next 3 events, and they're seeing how it goes. He's trialing. He said it on stream.
Last time out, I believe it was versus NIP.
It sounds like he's still on Nice as far as I know. Yeah, because that's what he said on the stream.
Was down to just Aspas having an
he said it himself.
Which, as mentioned, like what we've seen.
Spam Papega at chat.
I haven't seen that god tier level, especially not the level we saw when he used to play the likes of Jet. It just hasn't been there just yet. I expect it on this map, and if it's not there,
he literally played an event with them. He said he got 3 more coming up.
Huge part with basically being
he leaked it then, or you guys meant he leaked it.
Teams have. They need their chambers to do.
Oh, you guys didn't. Don't even try to take credit on that.
Some serious presence out of KRÜ towards this B site. 3 players stacked up there early. Knife just landed, and nobody's been seen. Maybe they're starting to realize now that the A site's actually under threat. They start to rotate around, Tom. All the players coming to A, and then KRÜ leave.
Yeah, that's what we meant.
Start going back towards mid slowly, maybe detecting that, well, after the Knife saw nobody on B, and it's been a while, maybe they can catch an opportunity there. But on mid, they certainly can't. Aspas has shut them down.
They've also got to try and break the wall.
The drone got stuck on the wall. I'm like 99% sure he couldn't get it out the door because the wall was blocking it.
Oh my god.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, drone is definitely gone, and it didn't ping anyone. It's not really forced off any of the angles.
They're actually fighting on this.
Still some fairly deep
man advantage.
Yellow. Of course, the drone's not really going to force anybody back from that.
Where did he die?
But Sadak has actually been caught in mid. A lurk from Klaus pulls this back into a 4 versus 4. The time
is actually
still a pretty.
See how they flush this chamber up out.
Look, with that drone gone though, they don't know about.
I feel like they don't have much utility. Maybe they're waiting for Dart, right? They're waiting for Dart.
I mean, that wall has just destroyed their game plan.
Or not.
Now as they come out, all right, let's see what's on
Big
site.
kill.
Yep,
Sage, now your turn.
And also, this guy
Done.
back yellow. So that information would have been great to work with, and instead
you want some
they
more?
run right into a trap. Loud.
You want some too? You want some too?
They could not.
Come back here. Where are you going?
Have accounted for that.
Where are you going?
Won the round because of it.
Yeah, Klaus just needing to make sure he keeps a gun. One of the players that doesn't have the finances to rebuy in the next round.
Here you go.
It's definitely very big pressure.
My fucking boy.
We saw in the last map, one of the
Clean,
real
crisp.
glimmers of hope, the 1v3 he
Aim
won,
lock.
but also just
Who am I talking to? Mostly myself, partly you guys.
Like he's popping off, and it almost looks like they're trying.
These are the voices in my head. If the thing is, if I wasn't streaming, I'd be saying this exact stuff to myself.
Coming out elsewhere.
I'm kidding. There's no fucking way I would be. There's no fucking way.
Oh, here it is.
I'd be. Oh. Ah!
That's so unlucky, man. That's so unlucky.
There's no one in the tiny gap between the wall.
He's not on the wall?
He's not on the wall. He is. Oh, he could be on the wall. He's not on this little bit of the wall, guys.
Or on that tiny bit of the freighter. That tiny bit of the freighter, completely clear, so you're good.
Looking for Discord Kin, 5'6" and below?
Just through the
fuck?
gap.
Same Tinder, bro.
I got his ankle. Oh, that is so unfortunate. And the same wall up here. I think KRÜ going to be a little slower in popping the drone this round.
If he did it again.
He's going up and breaking it. I don't know what's giving him that idea. Now I can draw.
This guy's trying to date Twitch chat.
Got so many pistols to work with here and his teammates. I'm not sure if you want to throw that kind of utility in or you just want to use
he goes to use it. The second he does it, KO knife.
Well, yeah, it should be back online soon, right? Very soon. Hasn't it usually...
2 seconds? There you go.
Sorry, Static usually uses it right at the start. There you go, yeah.
Wow. They didn't use the drone.
I'm 6'5", 360 pounds. I'm a perfect little kitten.
God. He gets 3? This man's aim is on point today. Not really been playing those sort of aggressive roles as said, but feeling.
Wait, what just happened? I missed it. Did something crazy happen?
Players and, well,
fuck.
I don't know how much more
this chat.
Expect KRÜ to find in this round.
The chat is too far to look over there and look at the game. God, there better be a replay. I think he 1d3 of them. I heard it, but I didn't see it.
25 seconds left, and Delzic's going to go for the flank, but they need to cover him on the way. I mean, that's going to be a swing from Les almost immediately. And the snake, oh, it's not going to get him. It is going to get him. Never mind. Never mind. It definitely is going to get him because he walked into it.
It's like, screw this.
I'm bringing it closer, you donut.
I've had enough of you guys.
Call me a donut.
Snake bites, walls, just everything's getting them.
KRÜ's undefeated against Brazilian teams 4-0.
Against Brazilian teams 4-0 so far, Tom. That record, it seems to be under a little bit of threat here.
That's the thing. This is definitely
replay
the toughest
now
Brazilian team they're ever going to face. Like, they've not faced.
There's no replay on that.
Before, so it's a slightly different ball game, but I do think that Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was broken here.
I personally wouldn't take that.
They've been putting up an incredible fight throughout this series. I don't think many had them taking a map either, so...
Shut up, you donut. Oh, looks like you took it.
Well, Nags has spotted the wall, Midge.
He has, and they've broken
It's all towards B. KRÜ is all towards B.
And it still got destroyed in the same part. So Pancata's going to fall.
Are the casters celebrating the drone got through?
Clear that close bit of info, right? Now here comes a recon just to double check. No one's hiding behind those boxes or doing anything nasty. You saw a little ping on the box like, I don't know, man. Something could be going on. Now KRÜ are going to move towards the B site. They've got their wall down, but they've got a lot of players to fight off against here, Tom. Look at this. And look at the immediate reaction. Les running away. He's going to be able to pop that orb.
Can they even stop this? No.
A little bit too late, though.
What an easy plan, I feel. I guess they want to play retake, though. They got, like, KO ults, Viper ults. Are they going to ult the bomb? Viper ult the bomb, maybe?
Even a res if things go wrong. There is so much available.
Oh, good molly. Yeah, they are. I mean, the thing is that this Viper ult, in all honesty...
Nag's already dropping one, and they're just going to try and get on this spike. In fact, Sadak is going to get it halfway. Res through, he'll eventually go down, but of course not.
I feel like it's so easy to spam the bomb.
Tapping it now. They've
right?
Rush in there. The nade
but I think it is helpful still. Because they don't know. They don't know.
As they're forced to step closer, they've got less. It's dropped now. Ah, it's impossible to
I think they know. I think they know. 5! They have 5 alive? No one died there?
Instantaneously.
Someone get res? No, they didn't even res.
Hold on there. I thought once that Viper's pit went down and they got it halfway, that there was almost
way too
no way
dank,
they got away with it, but impressive from Azino to just step up. And
that's the thing. You've come out of a position where Sadak, Les, and Pancata have all used their ults, and it's a Prime Gaming flawless round. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, being able to put themselves in a position. They didn't even use their own res. They didn't need it. So KRÜ are going to come in with their own ultimates. They've got the Hunter's Fury available and that res. They're a couple away from other ults, one of them being a huge boost to their economy if they need it. And all the ults are gone from the other side. That round couldn't have gone better.
Portuguese.
I would say the one thing they're probably thankful for is that it's a KO ult inside that's diffusing, because you can kind of go, oh.
I fucked up.
I think he's there.
Wrong team. Wrong team. My bad.
KRÜ with 2 rounds behind, very different approach from them.
We are Spanish. I know, man. Okay.
Almost expect Loud to do something now, right?
Mira la puta!
The ones that have to make an adaptation. Same thing going on over here. Yeah, we're droning B. We're coming towards B. That's what's happening here. But no, they're waiting outside. They're trying to drag these rotations out of Loud. And Loud, they seem hesitant to give this up.
Still Portuguese, I know.
They feel like there's something going on here. But
I know more Portuguese.
Eventually, you're going to at least come off the site a little bit. Now they're going back in.
But the thing is, you've got Aspas so deep in terms of control that they've got no reason to actually rotate. Yeah, they saw a drone, but he didn't fall back. He didn't TP away, so they can almost just stack up on the other side. Hunter's Fury being activated. There's also a slow that's been put into play. That's going to make it impossible for them to
got 2 tags.
He didn't quite
Sage healed herself, not KO.
That's 2 kills.
Ultimate.
Could have been, but look, the damage done at least as they try to make their way in, blocking off the backside with the fragment and some kills for KRÜ. They still need to get that spike planted, and that's the attempt right here, right now. 10 seconds on the clock, and they will succeed. 2 versus 4, and now time is on their side. Good kill by Aspas, being harassed from the wall. He was about to clear down below.
Nice try.
Got distracted just in time for Klaus to pop up and take him down. Beautiful stuff coming out of KRÜ again. Really starting to see that cohesion just come back out onto the server.
I really like that combo though. The slow into the Hunter's Fury, just to try, like, you want to retreat, you're going to have to try and run through the slow itself. And even though, yeah, it didn't get the kills, damaged them up and gave away their positions, which in itself had massive amounts of value for KRÜ. 4-3, Loud's early lead diminished. Finances also in the bin as well, although tour de force for Aspas. And as said, like, I don't think we've seen anywhere near the level we can get from this man. It would be a hell of a round to do it.
He's going to be falling back out of there.
They love B. They heckin' love B.
TP sounding off, you know now.
Half by here.
Tour de force is to why it's towards that side of the map.
I think he flashed his teammate and shot.
Challenge this tour de force, and they're going to get some success for it because now they know yellow's clear. They've droned out close.
Everyone's here, but
and that puts Aspas in a pretty bad position.
Oh, the Viper ult.
Well.
Oh, he's dying, bro.
What? That was blind fire.
Oh, fuck.
The flash is sublime as well from Sadak.
Bro, they're coming out of the fucking... They're coming out of everywhere like rats.
Nags does well, though. Now, getting this plant down is still not going to be easy, just because, well, these players have no fear for their own lives with the weaponry they currently have.
People are still... Oh, Viper rolls down.
Another kill just comes through, and that's...
All right, Nazgat. Nazgat, what do you got for us? This orb is going to be so annoying. He's going to tap it. Yep.
But getting the defuse is still difficult. They need
now,
these players
wait.
Out of position.
No, I didn't say shoot.
The first shot, they know that op is
back
yellow. They've taken him down,
wow.
And Delzik
they actually won that.
Well. Loud.
The eco again, bro. This is how they lost the first map. Wait, no.
I mean, look, they had a good opportunity going in,
but still,
that pit down.
This is how it comes. This is how it starts.
As soon as Klaus falls,
that was
back down,
fucking.
I feel like Vipers have just been having such a tough time inside their pits. They keep getting caught. We saw it from Les just a little bit earlier on as well.
But it's also just
wow, look at that kill, man.
That are there for the side of Loud just seem to be so on point.
Wow.
Like the amount of kills that they get, I feel like Sadak just has some ridiculously high impact rounds while just playing with a Sheriff. Like ultimately, that was a combination of spam and a beautiful flash to open this round back up because it should have been done. And then obviously you just have Pancada going, okay, he's planted. Where's he gonna go? Backwards.
Yeah, Bulldog triple spray it down on the corner and just wait for it to connect.
Play, let's play.
It's nicely handled, but yeah, look, you get 2 kills like that through the smoke. One with a Sheriff, one with a rifle, a Bulldog. It's a pretty solid round, and they've obviously broken that wall at the start of pretty much every round at this point after it wrecked the drone that one time. So this time it's a little bit more passive.
Yeah, and because they've got that control for free, they've basically been able to use all their utility a little bit later. This is set up for a retake, though. Mizzino stuck in the mud.
Oh my god, bro. The life of a Sage. The life of a Sage.
However, they have been
it's literally fucking just run in, plant the bomb, pray.
With 2 snake bites. I don't know if he's got a post-plant lineup for that.
Oof.
One's already gone through.
Don't do this now, Naxet. Not map 3, bro. Not map 3. We need you shooting. We need you shooting straight. Flick it.
It's all just a bait. They don't know.
Yo, no one's watching my push. The fuck, dude?
The whole team will fall. I blinked.
Take a fucking pause. What the fuck are we doing in the post plants, bro? I quit this shit team.
These retakes have been really good from Loud. I think they're using their utility well.
Oh, that's fucked. Okay. I was just saying as a hypothetical.
All the way into those far back positions, not even around yellow, because they couldn't really hold that anymore. And then you just have a bombardment of utility. You see a fragment going down, like pushing them back even further. And then it's just about trading. And I think that's something that Loud does fantastically well. Sadak again.
Damn.
Those pop flashes.
Dude, it's so it's so difficult.
Yeah, look, we saw
for the off to get into play there. I don't know what they can do. Like the orb has to be held.
To work with, and it's starting to become a serious thorn in the side for KRÜ. On the other side there, Kesnet, you know, he's putting up the numbers, but...
Okay, now they're going A on Eco, though.
Well, no one's putting up enough numbers.
There's less, that's the thing. Never mind.
But KRÜ, look, attack side, we'll see what else they can do. Still a chance to pull back into this one. 2 rifles and a res to work with. It's definitely a shaky round.
Yeah, that's the thing. Again, you're going to see the information found very early on. Because of the deep presence that they have on B, they can start this rotation fairly early.
This wall is so annoying, man.
They've been really pressuring.
In ranked, we just run through and die. In pro play, they wait the wall out. We are not the same.
But they are making their way in this direction this time, and Nag's already got off to a flying start.
Yeah, good start.
Oh, he saw the barrel.
Flashes, detrimental at
that guy's getting fucked.
Spotted a victim less.
Yep. Throw a gun back. Throw a gun back. Throw the gun to the team.
The plan to come through. Res. Well, that was
my stats. Why the fuck you guys resin me?
There shouldn't really be much of a way back in. Operator in the hands of Aspas, almost hoping that someone gives an angle. They've got an information on a couple of players, even the elevated spot that's currently being held by Mizzino.
This is fucking so fucked.
The other real weakness is just
they have to clear that, but they won't.
And they've already managed to clear one. In fact, another for Aspas as well. It all just begins to fall apart. It's left on to Klaus. A crazy shot through the wall. And he's managed to retrieve himself an operator. Already knows that the man's on the defuse. And he's going to
Santa Claus
with the op. It is that Red Bull clutch coming through for Klaus, and maybe not necessarily the man you would have expected to do it.
Oh, the time that they needed it as well.
God damn.
2 rifles coming into that round, very little hope. And sure, closing in the space is one thing, but being able to deliver.
That second shot was grotesque.
You shut the fuck up. Hey, why are you guys arguing in the chat?
I think Pancada must have been a little bit low, so that was something that helped him out quite a bit.
Definitely,
you shouldn't be.
There's 2 guys in the chat arguing.
He
said, "You shut the fuck up."
That is a round that you know what? I can see it on my screen. Right, I'm gonna spoil it. Loud called a timeout, but like, you know that Loud are gonna call a timeout here. We know that 100%. No one loses a round like that. And goes, yeah, well,
it's too random.
Also
Chatter A. No, you shut the fuck up.
I wasn't believing
right back at
as
you,
much as he was in that
kid.
Moment. And then the res got shut down anyways. Didn't end up playing a part, but hey, it worked out in the end, I guess, for the round win. And come into this round number 11, and Loud fighting to at least get that 7 at the half. Some aggression early on A, grabbing up the orb. And that's given less his Vipers.
Dude, every time I do this, there's a motherfucker waiting for me. But when they do it, not a single person expects it.
To expect some serious aggression out of them.
Double scope, bro. Trust me. Please double scope this. Please double scope this, bro. Just please double scope. You're gonna miss. It's fine. Let him play.
Again start to gamble a little bit after playing that.
Right, they're aware of it. Bounce the flash off that wall. I'm going crazy now.
Because nothing's been spotted, they will start that rotation back. But I just like the way they're actually
I like
setting
that,
up
though.
a lot of this control on Loud side.
I feel like that flash probably wouldn't have gotten the guy. I could be wrong. I don't think the flash would have gotten the guy, but I still like the attempt. To push him off the angle.
Okay, it doesn't end up getting rid of the drone, but not that that's going to be worth all too much.
You scared B guy. He left your stream thinking you were mad at him.
Towards the site now and look for the plans. Take a look at Klaus.
Oh!
If he gets this plant, but now he's gone. Taken out of the round by a clean spam. This rush.
Shoot them!
Oh, it's a bit whiffy. It's very whiffy, in fact. And that has caused KRÜ. Oh,
God damn it, bro.
I don't know what I'm watching, Tom. Nags left in a 1v3. That at least I can grasp.
You guys think Aguero's watching this match?
Okay.
I hope not.
That's pretty cool, actually. Well, let's see if Nags can turn this round around with 10 seconds left.
I feel like we've fallen into the Inception dream state where just the world around us has started melting. But yeah, I feel like that's the least Kesnit play I've ever seen. Like the pot flash was perfect. Both players completely blind. And he gets one. He definitely should have gone. Oh, no. And a final whiff as well from Nags. It's just going to remove all of their weaponry.
Yeah, that was an AWP, first of all, which they clearly cannot buy. But yeah, he would have been able to drop somebody, which definitely would have helped out coming into this one. That's heartbreaking. And this here, when they put that wall down, and Klaus plants on like the left side. You know, sometimes you see that wall and there's a bit of a gap so you can plant behind it.
And I was behind him reloading. Okay. He was just watching his teammates like, well, they're dead, but I will get the trade.
Just give me a minute. Just give me a quick minute. Wow, timeout called in.
I think it's impossible by any stretch. And I think
who asked?
From what I've
no
seen
one.
From Loud,
I'm reading a script.
You're gonna see their rounds.
There's just
like,
random things. There's stuff that I have to read off to you guys every 30 minutes, and that's one of them.
You know, we saw the stat come up earlier. What was it?
Tarik B. Wait, what did I do? Just shut the fuck up, man.
Like,
no, I'm kidding.
Like that. Well, then sure, yeah, I'm going to say your attack side's pretty good, your defense side's pretty good.
What about OT? Do you get one? I think in OT it resets and both teams have one. In the first OT.
KRÜ hit 5, they've got a serious chance. 4 though, pistol starts to get a little bit too meaningful with how things already went down. So it'll be defensive side. A trap's heard on the close right. What's the choice around this? There's no way to get past it. Yeah, you got to just break it, go on in for the fights. Snake bite to stop any spawn.
Put that wall up, bro. Let me at him.
He was going straight in for them.
You guys follow my lead.
Taking a lot of control. It's a complete change-up in the way that they're actually trying to play. We haven't seen a push through kitchen yet, and while it seems like still
fuck! Oh fuck!
Sassy.
How's he gotten that kill?
Mazino has got one, and actually Sassy's pretty low on HP. There's a chance for this to be traded back into an almost.
Oh my god! If he got that one too, I would have cried. I would have cried for him.
He still manages to bring back a third already in this round, trying to drag his team kicking.
Oh, Viper ult.
And now Klaus actually has his.
Wait, this ult's fucking ass! This ult's fucking ass! Ace?
Mazino just on an absolute tear. His 4th kill of the round.
It's calm down, 20 seconds.
It's not pretty at all.
Down for the ace.
Might be about to ruin the day of Mazino, who has done
ace clutch, ace clutch. Now.
Still might not take the round. He's ready, though.
Second ace of the day.
Superb and well.
Or maybe the third.
The way we expected them to get there.
That'd be the third ace of the day, actually. There was an eco ace as well.
Well, it looked like
there's been 2 ace clutches and 1 eco ace.
But Mazino, as he was having absolutely none of it, gone from the bottom to the top of the scoreboard just there.
Damn.
Incredible
Mazino.
From him, maybe not half, but look, they've done well, Tom. I'm impressed. At 5 rounds on the board, it's certainly possible.
was actually nice shots too.
It's workable. They've been
like all of them were pretty.
Getting themselves these pistol rounds, so I don't think it's
know.
anywhere near out of the realms of
pretty
possibility that they're able to bring this back going into the second half. So. What a round from Mazzino as well. Exactly what you want to be seeing from a man of his caliber. And honestly, I'm really intrigued at this point what the desk are going to be.
Muy bien, let's fucking go, baby.
Going to close this out in the way we expected, or are KRÜ going to bring this back?
Great question, Tom. What do you guys think?
I don't want to say anything. I already said we can't say anything because the curse exists.
I didn't notice how clean that shot was the first time. That's insane.
One enemy remaining.
Hello. 7-6 though. There you go. 5 out of 6 pistols going the way of KRÜ onto this defensive side. And again, it's one of those opportunities.
KRÜ won 5 out of 6 pistols. True.
In an afterplan.
Loud's first pistol was this map.
No, it's not going to be happening this time.
That's the one that they wanted to pull themselves right back into things. Loud here on the attack. Headhunters out to try and find some victims. They're thinking about peeking that with 2.
Good CP.
And they still don't manage to grab the kill, luckily avoiding losing one of their own. You remember, in this round for KRÜ, they've invested a decent amount. Nags, though, coming in with a Headhunter. It's just such free money, man. Like, they get so much. They can lose a player and just recover that Spectre, still walking in the next without a frown on their face.
They forced them back, though. I quite like this move from Loud. They're taking their time, but also, more importantly, they've been able to bait the rotation in, because most of the time you're going to be quite direct in these pistol rounds. Now, the position of Mazzino, he's actually just going to wall it off. So he's going to make sure that they can only really be funneled through one angle. Up above they go. Free kill on the first. And, well, he's got teammates to support him if anybody tried to pressure.
Yeah, great space taking by Mazzino. Look at this. Every angle he takes a fight from is unexpected. He keeps dancing around the site. He sees the Prowler clear back box. He goes over there, filling in that little abscess of information that they gave. Then he goes to the other side of the site.
Double limb group stage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
And I think that player was going in to try and kill him on the other side of the site. So, a very frustrating guy to deal with when he's given that much space.
Like, face me, Mazzino.
He's behind me. God damn it.
How did he do that?
Mazzino's left. Check right. That's the next play.
That was eco round, yeah.
Well, a flawless round. A Prime Gaming flawless coming through as we're 7-7 tied up. The rifles come out for Loud.
Yeah, some shields missing, which definitely could play a part.
Oh, he's popping through the smoke?
He's not. Flashbang through. Oh, there goes the rifle. The only one that they had in play, of course, is what they do regularly with Nags, and I don't mind how aggressive that was. In a normal round, a little bit mental, but you're trying to win that.
So the guy was in the one spot, man. The guy's actually in the one spot. I feel like Nagza should be holding for that low-key, but I don't know if he was. But that's the one spot he can die to before the flash pops.
Actually, I was going to say, Kesnet retrieved the gun.
So I wonder if Orb goes down, he clears that spot, Flash comes in after. Maybe that's better. Orb comes down, clear crate, Flash comes in.
They're allowing these players to close into the site, and now there's practically nothing they can do. Fire in the shock darts and hope for the best. And if they had one snake bite, obviously they're playing a low here and they've already thrown in some util, but if they had that snake bite to go down the shock, that could have been a cancel. Instead, we end up in this 5v3.
Oh yeah, it's not their orb. It's not their orb. Wait, what am I saying? You're right. You're right. It's not their orb.
In their normal retakes, they're gonna have so much more utility.
You're totally right. You're totally right.
I
don't know what I'm saying.
The flash, not bad, but just a
yeah, the orb going down is fucking unlucky, actually.
Already retrieved that rifle. He's gonna try and bait them in.
I wonder if they heard something and put it down.
It's scary as Mazzino brings it down to 1v1. Time already ticking. He has to try.
Oh my god, that was a really good bonus though.
Even though the round is won by Sassy, not clean.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Comes in the chat. It'll be fun to watch the Optic Guild match because I've played against Optic twice recently. I think they're the best team in the world by far. I think Fnatic are the only team I see matching up player for player to Optic.
It was one rifle, 2 Spectres, and a 3 versus 5 coming back in. It seems like they have no
I think Optic has got to be considered the best as well.
Like, oh, Flash a little bit late. It wasn't. No, it was perfect.
Which is exciting. Which is exciting.
Mazzino just better. He doesn't need eyes. Also, we spoke about this with Kesnet. I don't even know.
After Sentinels, of course. After Sentinels. But we don't even include them because...
the penultimate round of the half, he now has 15.
Yeah, his ability to turn around.
This is not fair at this point.
Incredible. We're looking mid. Viper Orb to go up.
Oh, but yeah, I'm excited to watch that match. I don't know.
B,
the guild
if they
team...
weren't actually lurking outside A as well. This is a slow round. And I almost feel like this is going to be beat pressure made.
The guild team is old what?
Taking away some information.
Who's the guild team?
Aspis will get that
Coldamenta. It sounds familiar.
The other thing as well is Loud have a lot.
Is that just their guild? Oh, that's their team?
With no snake bites, so it's not even really a
okay, I just know a couple players from there, but I don't know that team. Like, I remember Coldamenta from somewhere. He's on G2, there you go. Yeah, I don't really know them.
They're waiting this whole time trying.
It's their first time in Masters, I got you.
He's not getting one just yet. Sat up on the belt, holding for so long. It's been a minute and a half.
David Beckham is the owner of Guild? Is that true?
He's not heard a rotation. He's not heard any.
I feel like these football pros, they all own teams at this point. It's a different competition for them. He's one of the owners. Yeah, like they all own a fucking team.
Evidently, they heard that. It's broken.
Does Ronaldo own any teams?
Oh no!
I know Neymar is with Furia. I know Aguero's with KRÜ.
And they're still here looking to duel.
Casemiro has his own team.
But they need it with 10 seconds left. They can't afford to lose that spike, and they won't.
Close in terms of the kills.
I don't think Messi's on a team or has a team.
Getting back into this is not going to be easy. Tarik showing a little bit, but I think the realization might have been made for KRÜ that we're not getting back in here. So likely to be a fairly clean round coming out of the side of Loud as well, especially when their
Ozil has M10.
So desperately low.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Even
I don't think M10 are.
They got a couple
I don't know what games they're in though.
Even still though, a chance for them now to go further into this attacking side, and as you can see, when you're KRÜ, you need to just hold on to what you got.
So, although we're seeing Aspis go quite aggressive in the late round, but post-round, I suppose, really, because KRÜ have already...
Yeah, I know, like, Shaq. I was talking about football players, but yeah. I know Shaq's owner in NRG. That's true.
So long. It was the reason I was saying it again and again.
But Shaq's been in esports for a while now. He's been a part owner of NRG for, like, over 3 years.
He just held it, and held it, and held it, and held it. And when he heard that wall go down, he made the right read. He had a good sense of what his opponents were doing. But a lot of the time, you'll see players get over-aggressive in that position. They a minute without contact. They're going to get up here, try to sneak on. Exactly, on Chamber as well. But this guy, he played it patient the whole time, took his trap back, perfect timing for his teammates coming through. Then he can get aggressive, put his trap there, cover the plant, and get back. I think Aspis just seems like a really
I just missed the whole last round.
Controlled player.
9-7.
I enjoy watching him.
Okay, they just go running straight through towards B, spotting Klaus early. Bear in mind, there are still some weapons here. Is
that through the wall?
Oh no, he is so fucked.
He's in quite a bit of trouble, but
he got him jumping, I think, right?
Within that snake bite, hoping that
maybe flashing for him.
Someone will overextend. Still though, there is
low key, I wouldn't have mattered. I was gonna say
the nightfall just to make sure they can get the res. Not expecting anybody to continue pushing. And when they
Bro, the Fatals is actually kind of like...
Nag's got up close to that box. He's like, I've got the flank. And
I don't think it's busted, but...
All the way back to mid.
It's strong. That no sound is fucked, man. That no sound is actually fucked.
Shields are stripped off some of these players. Less and sassy, kind of. Oh, he's been spotted as well. Great. So, just insult to injury on that one. Good luck to you, Nags. I think he's probably thinking about carrying this weapon through to the next round at this point. But there's so much time on the clock, Tom, and so much cash in the pockets of Loud that they don't want him to get away with this rifle for free. And now that they know where he is, I think it's going to be even harder to get away.
Yeah, they have the finances that they can kind of gamble this one a little bit. And almost just trying to put him under pressure. And eventually, Aspas will be there. Another clean round coming out from Loud, especially considering that they kind of got caught off by that stack up, just using their utility well. Even throwing in the Nightfall, I don't mind. Like, this was an important round to just
Loud are starting to run away with it.
To the match, and I think that's happened a couple of times.
Really bad. It's a timeout. Perfect.
To win a round off of weaponry.
Everyone can play inside it. Sadik, we've seen how dangerous this guy is with the pop flashes through the walls. Then you think through the pit as well, the post-plant utility that you can have in play for Loud. This is a very scary time for KRÜ, considering the importance of this round already, and then the ult economy.
Look at where...
Hard to catch every message,
This is exactly what I was talking about. Look how much
I think he's typed that like 5 times now.
He's deep within this A-site push, so they know exactly where this is currently coming from. Already watching, Mazzino is holding. First his way, a second as well. This
Protocol,
seems to be on fire at the moment, but the trades are coming back through.
Flank them,
I think
dude.
He's even going to catch out Sadik as well.
Oh my god.
Just doing everything for his squad. He did this in the last round of the half, looking to try and do it again. Even has the section off, and Kesnitz watching it.
Oh, he's where?
Last man standing first.
Oh, fuck! Bro, so much impact out of Mazzino. Actually.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be finished reloading in time. Even close, but...
Wait, he wasn't really. It was halfway through and he jumped.
Aspis using up the tour de force there as well. You've got, I mean, Sadik with, I don't think I've seen many KOs pop an ult and then try to sneak behind enemy lines. It's, that shift walk was ambitious.
I like the idea that he's just... like, just...
and they're like, what's that? I don't know, man. Don't worry about it. Let's just check mid. Well, 2 rounds between them. KRÜ doing well to close that one out and getting rid of some of those dangerous ultimates. Viper's spit, all that's left now on the other side, and of course,
Sage stocks rising by the second.
I think at least he was the man going down under tube on the walk through his own orb.
Okay, what do we got here?
It seems like a more direct approach from Loud
some
and
aggression
from KRÜ. Nags wanted to get very aggressive, but sadly the shots don't land.
Wait, they did a similar thing in the last round. He's just trying
Silva's
to
got ult
take
as well.
Away, which is almost
dude, that fucking cabbage, man.
Majority of rounds. The thing is, though, it's going to be taken from them instead. Sure, they have that information, and actually, they're going to try and go for that Hunter's Fury, but the aggression coming out on the other side has done so much. Nags coming through, and actually, Nags as well.
Big trades. Rez is in, too. It's actually not that bad.
And the player that goes down is less. So you have no
they got to play up. They got to play up. Oh my god, there's a gap. There's a gap. Use it. Nice, nice.
This sort of an ambush.
I think his team should play up with him. He's alone. He's alone.
Oh, they're not going to clear the corner.
Oh, fuck. They don't know about him.
Oh, that's unlucky.
I mean, to check that was brainy. That was cautious. That's exactly what they needed. 9 rounds now for the defensive side, and a flawless one coming out in this here.
Yeah, they're kind of flawless. Like they did use it.
We do indeed have a game.
We
do indeed have a game. On our hands or not, I'm not sure.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, this was a solid ult. I feel like Delzik has had a few of those where they try and set him up.
What?
But I like the fact that Nags is also playing off. Like it's not just.
Wow. He was aware of it. I wonder if he saw his feet. There's a gap under the wall.
To make a play in the meantime. And then they just have
I think he was just looking.
Flashes. Like you look at Kesnet on any other map.
Oh man.
What KRÜ have ultis, very strong ones just about to come on. That Viper's Pit, that tour de force, they could be the turning point. And if Loud lose this round here,
Bro said domestically. Wait, why is that incorrect?
KRÜ would be snatching the lead back potentially. This has become a very close game from what was a decent lead for Loud. Well, really, this is where things just get started.
They're already going to get the information that Aspas is looking to put pressure in onto mid. Zeno just trying to break that utility. It's risky. He's been doing good so far and has a little bit of support further back. This B control, though, already going to be taken quite early in the round. It seems like they're fairly committed in this direction. The flash actually leaves Mazzino completely blind, but he's able to fall off.
Another Mazzino wall. They'll be worried about him being on top of that one. I'll guarantee you of that. It's the mid play in from Aspis that they're waiting for. It seems like KRÜ are detecting something's a little bit fishy here after that flash on B main. No support, no further aggression, but now they start to move up.
Oh, why did he take out his TP though? Wait, why did he even bother with his card?
Into the B side.
Was he trying to set it up? Maybe bad timing. Maybe bad timing. I think he was trying to put it under tube, and then he saw the guy. I think he was trying to place it, and then he saw him. It was bad timing, I guess.
Maybe give them an opportunity to get a plant down. Viper's Pit finally going to be used. Less alive to use it, but there is
he got it down though.
So low.
Wait, he should have healed his Viper, right?
Pancata able to heal himself back up as well.
Or wait.
Now they have to
fight Viper's not hit. Never mind.
Pit. There's no taking it down, and there's
never
no
mind. That wasn't Viper.
Down.
That was KO.
Play far back here inside the ult, uses snake bites, and look how passive he is. And there's the kill. Klaus trying to get close, steps right into it. They've got less. He peeked on top of the box. Viper's Pit's gone. This could be a disaster. Sadik trying his best, but it's left to Kesnet, 30 HP, and the swing is good. The kill is there. They've gotten away with it. That is an absolute disgrace.
Bro.
Loud should never have lost that one.
He did so much.
Kesnet again. It just seems
Sadik did so much.
Rounds, the fact that Les
he had util out.
Bro,
honestly, Kesnet pushed him so fast, though. Bro, can you even be mad at the fade? Maybe the only thing you can say is, like, why did he throw it without cover? He could have gone behind the white crate and thrown it. Like, he definitely rushed it. But Kesnet tapped the bomb and pushed him so quickly, dude. And he just like caught him.
I was so certain this round was over.
It is hindsight. It is hindsight for sure.
Behind the pit, he's
Kesnet made a good play.
Gotten a kill with the snake bite. So the point is, it's full charge. He doesn't need to go near it. And then to jump up on the box, I think it was just the amount of teammates around that it felt like it was a safe angle, and he was supporting his team. But
I think he made a good play. I'm not taking away any credit.
It was
just saying that's what he could have done.
That angle was open, and bang. Viper's pick gone, a chance to get back in, and Kesnet, well, he's delivering whenever those chances are coming his way.
They're not figuring this Opera out properly. Let's see.
They want to find something with Nags. They've already tried to use some utility on back yellow and successfully.
Bad
now
miss.
He's stuck. He's not able to
Bad
teleport
miss.
out. He's naded on the back of yellow as well. Going to try and do as much damage as he can, but there is no way out.
And this time it's not
too much pressure, bro. There's too much.
Can't use their utility, but then the wide swings coming out on the other side.
Why the fuck do we push? What happened?
2 players standing. Weaponry at least not too bad from their position. Also being spotted.
It's too off. We gotta break the wall. We gotta break the wall, surely.
They haven't had time to
Oh my
break
god.
properly.
They're breaking the wrong wall, though. They're breaking the wrong wall. Why are they breaking that wall? It's all hindsight, what I'm saying, but oh my god, they threw.
KRÜ take the lead.
This is unbelievable. The reverse
on
KRÜ to come all the way back. And it's not like they were behind by miles. They pick up a pistol. They've won 5 out of 6 pistols at this point.
Was it like 7? I want to say it was like 7-4, 7-3. Like there was an opportunity for this half to be more dominant. And that was the thing. A few rounds slipped towards the end. Mazzino with a
fuck your pick'ems
right at the end of the half. And now we're here.
I think Loud is tilted. They definitely are. They definitely are tilted.
A few rounds.
There's no doubt in my mind they're tilted.
I looked at Loud and said, okay, they're the favorites in the series, right? They've got the advantage in this round. And then KRÜ just, they dig deep and they pull it out every single time. And again, like Kesnet has
they probably haven't had
not on this map as much as the others, but the last two
to deal with being down like this.
Really important rounds to pull them right back in.
Like at all in recent times. Maybe in scrims, but you know, someone said they're undefeated since last Masters, so they're already thrown like out of their comfort zone. Not only did they lose a map, this map is so close. So it's
the crazy thing, right? I think it was
they're really being tested.
11, Mazzino had 3 kills. Round 22, he has 21 kills.
Yeah, Mazzino's turned
that's
up.
One of the greatest turnarounds we've seen in
and he had an ace.
And the man has had
like
some of the highest
his first 8 kills
in this series possible. Now, we need someone on the other side. As said, I was expecting Aspas to be the man to watch. There's Les has been putting up the majority of the numbers. Now he's not on the chamber. It seems like their chamber is almost a little cursed today. Can Nags hit the shot? He got screwed over the last couple of rounds. Oh, that could be a problem.
Oh my god, the left of the wall. Nice try.
A tough one to hit and a good jump. Sassy.
It's good scaling by
got hit in the leg. So I'm very thankful that he jumped.
Loud. They go into the gap of the wall on the backside.
And get them closer to the site. Still planning to be tough.
Oh my god. Aspas has just been Ferrari peaked. It's normally him doing that to other people. Shot darts again, it just seems to tag up the planter every time. Sassy, he's so low. He needed an instant headshot and he's going to get absolutely nothing for it. Wall
they're playing up. They're playing up. Flash it, bro. Fuck it, man. Just do it. Put the wall down. Let me at him.
Tarik wants to pop this flash. He's waited a little bit too long. There's no one there to be blinded by. They just swing right back out on the queue. Pancada and Les to close this out.
Oh my god, he has a Guardian.
They don't know if they're on it, and well, at this point, Pancada has no chance.
Oh man,
as soon
it's
as
happening.
Went down. Way too many angles. We have got 12 rounds on the board for KRÜ. A team that came into this series, we had some doubts about them, but like I said, Tom, every time we doubt this team, they show up again and again. And sure, Kesnet doing well, that's expected, right? But we know that this guy
nice fucking
deliver.
peek, dude, on the counter.
Yeah, you're gonna see champs level and all that, but Mazzino, the impact map 1, sure, was good. He just keeps getting better, though. He's warmed up into the series.
Right now, we are 1 round away from the team to first make it 3 months ago to the grand finals of Masters.
That's true.
Being one of the first teams up for elimination. That's where we currently sit. Loud expected to win this game. KRÜ once again proving why they're always going to be feared. They've been at Masters every single time. They've been at Champions. They finished top 4 at it. And now they're looking to throw this, well, turn this group completely upside down.
I like
they're going A now.
Viper's Pit here. It's such great value. One player holding down B, one player holding down mid, and in its entirety. They've got that covered with Nags, and so they can 3-stack the.
They got fucking 3 ults.
Absolutely no idea
on KRÜ
that this information is in KRÜ's hands. That the stack.
Pause is obviously ulted at B.
Ready for the push to come through. Now the utility's already going to be cancelled.
Let's see if they stop. Will they hold through the KO ult? They should. I feel like they should hold, right?
It's not even going to go through. They've walled it up, and well, they're hearing the players with all those shots.
And then rehit, I guess. They can't go back B. Chambers got the cross. It's too hard. They gotta just take this site.
Viper's Pit on the other side. There's a player holding the rotation.
Viper's rotating. Chambers got the full rotate. This is good. This is smart by KRÜ, I think. Because they can't go back. They're stuck A. It's literally gonna be a fucking 5v4.
Push behind the screen already. Going to be pinged up.
Sage still has res, but
start this rotation back.
no.
Viper now on spot as well.
Taking wall plant. What's going on? Where the wait? Did he lag out?
Them up and, well, even as they go for the plant,
what the fuck just happened?
KRÜ, they've always been the team of upsets, and they've just done it.
What the fuck just happened there?
There's just nothing that this team can't do. You can doubt.
Why'd that guy start running forward like that? Did he lag out?
Use it as